you know what's happened.
Welcome
Hey,
to
everybody.
the SINDROA.
We regret to inform you that you're now in the land of SINDROA.
Yeah.
We regret to inform
And
you
you're welcome.
that tonight's session is canceled, so I can go watch Jacob's Ladder. See you later,
Oh,
fucker! No.
hell yeah.
Let's suck some dicks.
Let's
All
suck
right,
some
you
dick.
first.
Alright, here I go.
Kill self.
Hey, buddy.
Did you say heal
Hey,
self?
don't call him
That's
buddy.
a kill self. I'm dead.
Guy.
Let's
Oh.
suck some dicks.
Haha, Ronick, you win.
Well, I killed elves already.
You died, you win. I guess it's over. Yeah,
Well.
Ronick.
Lol. Lol. Alright, guys. So, last time when we
Whoa,
left off.
whoa.
He
Unfortunately.
did that for you guys too?
Yeah,
Okay.
that was
Wait, what?
scary.
Nothing.
You
You
turned
just
into
sounded
a
really
frightening
good for a
machine.
second. You turned into a frighteningly handsome man. Didn't even let me finish.
Also a machine.
Okay,
Oh, my chunternet is weird.
Same.
my balls.
It's not my internet, though,
If
it's
you're talking
me.
about like Discord,
I know, it's not about Facebook.
Couldn't really tell you what Facebook
that's
is.
weird.
Well, last time we left off, we...
Shut up!
Yep.
Shut the fuck up! Shut the
That's
fuck.
not your
Last time
job.
we left off on
Fuck
SINDROA,
you!
the party grappled with choosing Victor, who many of them liked and wanted to support, and choosing the Ebrians, who they also wanted to support, and eventually chose the Ebrians. And then they went to Rywat. That was most of the first half of the session. Upon arriving, they saw that things had moved along timeline-wise. Raid and the Lady of Augur had made their way back and were bolstering their forces in the in Rywat. And and they delivered the prisoners, Stahl and Keenhagen, who are getting to work. With that taken care of, and the deed for grandmother more or less done, they gathered with the crack diplomatic team of Deeps, Velise, and Lorekeeper Harvin to go maraud into the forest and see if they could get that fucking antidote for that good boy Meritus. However, shortly before going, they thought, "Hey, Harvin, I remember you popped that old Jables off out of the ground. What if you did it to Fred?" And Harvin was like, "Well, I suppose I'll give it a Jesus Christ!"
What's so
He'll give it a Jesus Christ because
What's
he's
so
Ebrian.
bad?
Because he's Ebrian. Things went poorly, and Fred, still tied to whatever sinister energies make up the Chasm of Souls, was instead buried in the cemetery behind the Dawnlight Temple in Rywat. And we just ended around the time that Ronick interrupted me describing the burial of a fallen character by asking to loot his corpse. So... So if you guys wanted to have taken anything from him before you put him in the ground, I'm pretty sure you have the man's blessing.
They have tried
everyone right before.
They do
Well,
have
we
your
can-
will. That's true.
Also, I right before I take the time to make to carpent a nice little coffin for him.
That's gonna take a while.
Is it?
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
It was you. We
You
just
would,
read
you
the
would
thing.
need
didn't we?
you would need the lumber, and you would wait. What do you mean? I just read the thing.
I mean, we read the thing where it's something I'm capable of doing.
Yeah,
but
but
it's
that
gonna-
doesn't mean
it's-
it
it's
won't
not gonna-
take a long time.
Yeah, you can do it. It's not gonna happen in like an hour.
Hey, people that we need to see. How long will it? Do we need? How soon do we need to go to grandmother?
I mean, they're assembled there right now.
I mean, do you really need to make a coffin?
I mean, it'd be nice, you know. Just saying, if we have the time, it'd be nice. If not, it's fine.
I don't think he's gonna care.
Wow, that's pretty sensitive of you.
Listen, I don't expect to get a coffin when I go into the ground. The lumber's got to go to better things.
Isn't there a lumberyard over there? I point.
Okay.
Not anymore. It burned to the ground. Don't know how that
Oh,
happened.
Me neither. Well, goodbye, Fred. Wait.
Mm.
Listen, if you want to leave him with somebody till we get back, and you can make a coffin, but
Well,
I mean, right now
is
we
it-
got to take care of some things, you know.
I was going to say,
Do you
that
want
was
to
also an
stay behind?
idea if we could keep him not buried yet.
The Lady of
Cause-
Augur steps up and says, I apologize for my...
Hey, cutie.
What the fuck is wrong with
Who
you?
said that?
That was Lusvik. Lusvik said that.
No, Ronnie
I-
said that.
I apologize for my...
That was very rude.
for Deep's demeanor. Deep's... grandmother isn't going anywhere. We've got to... These people have lost a friend. Take your time if you want to make a coffin. Believe me, if anybody comes knocking, I'll tell them off. They're worried about me. I'm scary.
There.
True. Okay.
Rude.
All right, I'll get
What?
to
No, she said that as if it was a strength, and I agreed.
Yeah, but then you're supposed to be like.
Marvin
oh,
just
no.
sort of shrugs and says,
No, not all women want to be cute.
Because here's this thing. Oh wait, do we?
Harvin
do we
just sort of
surmise
shrugs
that-
and says, they do
Well,
seem
no,
to
no,
respect
no,
you
here's
quite a
the
bit,
joke.
so...
Hey
That's
guys,
not,
do we?
that's not how I said it at all. You're trying to
Yes,
change my
it
words
is.
here. Stop that, Jeffro.
Guys,
That's
do
not
we-
nice.
We're
a
having
party-
like 3 different conversations at once right now.
If anybody can tell Raid to fuck off if he comes over here, it's the lady here, so I suppose that's fair.
Hey guys, do we as a party like, already surmise that Grandma Zakina's fuckery that we don't have the soul back or something?
I'm.
It's
What,
pretty obvious.
what
It
are
probably-
you implying?
It-
What else would
Jeffro
it
doesn't
be?
think it's very
I'm just
wise
saying, like,
to
because
Oh,
the
you-
thing is,
Versus it being Victor?
versus like, I mean, do we just piece that together as a party?
Well, I mean, you
Well,
can
I mean,
you can draw your own
glowed
assumptions.
the same yellow as came from
All
the
right,
cabin.
Yeah.
all right. So in character, we know this. Okay.
In character, you saw hints that would strongly allude to
All
that.
right. Well, because the thing is, Fred's not really at rest, and I don't know if we could free his soul, then maybe afterwards we can bury him. I don't know. It's a weird idea, probably.
I already put him in the ground.
Oh, okay. Wait, but what? No, we're right here with him in the
I,
coffin.
I buried him,
You
and
want
I'm
back in-
exhuming him to put him in a coffin now.
Yeah.
But now you're like, what are
Well,
you
no,
saying?
I'm just. We're pretending that this conversation is taking slightly before the burial. If you guys wanted to make a coffin beforehand.
Yeah.
Because-
Okay.
No, because the
Just-
thing is, if,
just
if
in-
we get
'cause-
his soul
'cause,
back,
I mean,
we don't
it's-
know what will happen.
Ronick was asleep for a lot of that, so I mean, he probably would have
'Cause if he
mentioned the
gets-
coffin if he was
gets
awake.
his soul back, will he just awaken in a coffin in just 6 feet under? You know, I don't know.
I don't know if the soul would go back to the body. Would it? I mean, I don't know anything about that thing.
I mean, you do know
Oh.
that regardless of the chasm of souls or not, he did still die.
Oh, okay, I suppose then.
So,
Alright.
like, I don't know. I think he would just move on.
Alright, that works. Okay then. Alright, so I will get to work on this coffin.
As much as I would love for Fred to not be dead, but, you know, I don't know.
I go on to carpent.
We all watch him for hours.
Okay. There.
It is midday. It is the same day anyway.
It's still fairly early. It's probably only about, honestly, at this point, 11 a.m. And
You're gonna be
there
out.
is it being, you know, a town in the middle of the fucking one of the biggest forests on the planet. Their lumber is plentiful, although you have to have a tense conversation or two with soldiers who want the lumber to go to war things and not a coffin. But
Well,
you
let's
managed.
RP that.
But you.
Sorry.
You man, I don't need to fucking like, hey man, we're gonna build a catapult. Like it's.
I just want to see him navigate that conversation.
Johnny, talk us into some lumber.
You managed to get your
One
hands
side.
on some lumber and craft a make a roll with your tools.
How much do I add my proficiency?
Yeah, you had your proficiency. What does it assign to a stat? I mean,
Proficiency.
no, is it just like a D20 plus proficiency? I don't remember.
I think because it applies as a skill, so and skills are kind of like
Yeah, let's just call it that.
let's see, words most wood colored dice. The game.
You should get wooden dice, Ryan.
Wow.
That's
You're really fond of this
that's the
picture, HK.
next step.
I fucking love it.
I love it.
It conveys so much emotion.
14.
Powerful. 14.
Dude, this was me at the zoo a little while ago. I love those gorillas.
You're a gorilla.
Thank you.
It doesn't
I
look
love
like.
him.
I'm not sure that he loves what he's seeing here, the Joker.
I don't know.
He looks
It's really hard
haunted.
for me to tell. Does he?
I don't know.
I don't know.
It does to
No,
me.
look at his eyebrows.
Yeah, he doesn't look pleased.
I don't know.
His eyebrows are knit.
Maybe you're better at reading faces than me, but it looks like he's just drawn in to me.
No, look at his eyebrows. They're slightly
He looks
furrowed.
like this in the whole
Well, yeah,
comic.
no, I know. I do that with my eyebrows when I'm like interested in something.
Like a monkey.
Well, his mouth isn't downturned.
It's a little downturned. I wouldn't say it's
It's
upturned.
pursed. His lips are pursed.
Well, look at the corners of the lips there. They're
That doesn't
downturned a
mean that you're
little.
unhappy.
So 14.
I think this is an unhappy Joker.
Okay, you're allowed to think that. I'll allow you to think that for today.
How dare you?
Oof. Very big oof.
How dare you?
But I do agree that this is us watching Ludwig go.
By the way, this is Anathar.
Okay, so yeah,
Oh,
a coffin's
I'm
a pretty
about to get up and get
a
my
coffin's a
Xanathar.
pretty simple wooden structure. It's a box. So yeah, you're able to fashion the coffin and burial scene, and now we're back.
Yes. Indeed.
And I say my nice words, and I don't.
Hold on, I need to close Hirsch's door.
And
What a weird.
we put him in a nice tuxedo and a nice suit, because he has clothes. We found clothes in his bag, and we put him in that.
I don't think you found a tuxedo.
We find some nice clothes. Hey, Quentis, give me your nice tuxedo.
No, man.
Fuck. Here's some money.
I have a tuxedo. That doesn't exist, man.
Oh, well, can I have a nice suit to bury my friend in?
I don't know what a suit is.
I mean, any nice clothing.
No,
Why not?
I don't make nice clothing. I
think you do.
make functional clothing, and sometimes people ask me to cut the fingers off of gloves and shit.
I'd like some good-looking functional clothing that functions for someone who is not alive anymore.
He's already dressed in it, look. I'm not letting you hold up this session anymore by trying to buy clothes for Fred. He's in the ground.
All right. Well, goodbye, Fred.
Wait, was Roddick just suggesting we put him in a tux or something?
Yeah.
Yes.
God damn it!
I've been trying to do all these nice things.
But yeah, but you know what? Why don't we just embalm him too while we're at it?
Yeah,
Let's
you know
do
what?
that.
Hold on a second. Let's get that tube up his ass and pull out the.
Yeah.
Let's fucking pump him full of formaldehyde.
Why don't we just do that?
Hold up. He's a little he's a little bit cut up. Can we get like that fucking embalming clay and just sort of like pad that shit out, make him look all nice and
Pad
fresh?
that out. Yep.
There he is.
The whole 6 feet under treatment.
That's him.
That's him. Okay,
That's him.
that's him.
I mean, like, if we dress him up and stuff, that's kind of like implying his family are actually gonna see him. They aren't.
Which they aren't. He's going straight
So-
into the ground.
It's not like this is an open casket viewing or anything.
Yeah, they don't dress them up so they look fresh in the ground. They dress them up
That is for reception.
It's for the people. Most of what we do with dead bodies is for the people who are alive.
Yep. True.
Except for when the dead bodies come back to life.
Well, I mean, I hope you guys made sure to put rest in peace on his gravestone, or he's going to be immediately drafted into the Skeleton War.
And by that, it
Yeah.
means that Bones will pull out and take him
You're
on.
right,
fight
Lustig
next
does
episode.
need to go to Edgewood and really quickly tell him so that they commission whatever they want on that gravestone real fast.
Really, the death curse should be that everyone who dies immediately raises a zombie.
That's
The
the
death-
cat.
The death curse is that everybody who immediately dies raises a day later as a zombie. So you can bury them and forget about it, and then they're like, ha-ha, I'm back!
That's literally Amonkhet, the magic plane.
More like,
They have a curse of undeath, where if you die, you'll come back as a zombie.
So real
So
quick
anytime
question, you
something
guys.
dies, they're
It's
like,
also a
oh
Walking
shit.
Dead.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's the plot of The Walking Dead.
Are we doing this time skip in real time?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it seems to be.
Yeah. Okay.
I take one step
Started,
forward.
started like an hour and a half late. And we just.
I gotta- Hey, man. Shut up, we're doing it. You guys complete the burial. And, the 3 members of the diplomacy team who have been largely giving you your space, sort of awkwardly standing a good distance away, Deeps comes up and says, wanna, take away from your grieving process, but we do have some work to do.
Oh, right. Are we ready to go?
Well, I'm ready.
We're all ready, us 3.
Jeffro and
Snow
Rashni
never.
are ready to go.
I don't know how ready any of us can be to talk to a hag, but I suppose we'll figure it out.
Well, we're ready to leave to talk to a hag.
Yes, well,
Just ask us again when we're close by.
You don't have to. You know the answer.
I'll bring it up a couple times to make sure you're all right.
Thank you.
All right, well, let's be off. There's no time like the present.
Yep. Johnny picks up Fred's bag of holding,
And I
shoves
wear.
his head inside, and
Jeffro puts the shoesies on.
I put on his.
We'll just say that.
puts them on like one of his like clawed toes.
No, Ronick, Fred was buried in the dread helm.
Oh shit, I've made a grave
I,
mistake.
I never said to dread home.
What is this?
I've made a grave mistake.
Why is it so grave? What is it?
I've made a
We're
tremendous...
at a grave site.
Oh my god.
I've made a tremendous mistake.
It's
How
so
tremendous is your
massive.
mistake?
Please, God. Did you eat Honey Nut Cheerios again?
I
I told
thought I
you
was
not
gonna eat,
to do
I thought I
that.
was gonna eat these goldfish, but instead I picked up a big bowl of Honey Nut Cheerios.
Oops!
Wait, are Honey Nut
no.
Cheerios your my pizza?
Oh, dude.
No, Ronick.
No,
No, you
no,
didn't
you're
read
allergic
it. You didn't.
reaction.
Nick got a really bad allergic reaction to Honey Nut Cheerios.
I had to go.
Oh.
I had to
Don't
go
know.
to a hospital.
Oh, are you allergic to nut?
No.
No, Ronick, there's no more nut in Honey Nut Cheerios anymore.
What the fuck?
Though it's not a good idea to eat them anyway, because I think the facility processes things that have nuts in it.
Yeah, it was real bad. So, but I'm still. I lived, bitch. So.
The nut flavor is made from like peach and apricot pit.
Yeah, there's all kinds of shit in there.
Nuts are too expensive, really.
That was not a.
Well,
good
no, it was
made a
because they
mistake.
wanted to switch away from almonds, so they
Because
could,
they're expensive, right?
and
Damn
also
it.
so more people could eat it.
I'm
Because
pretty sure the
almond-
machines still process things that people would be allergic to.
They usually process on different machines.
Because I think on the box still has a warning that says, yeah, don't eat this if you can't eat nut.
I'm trying
Dude,
to.
that's just
Because
a-
it has nut in it, but because their machines have like nut residue.
Nut
Joe,
residue.
I'm allergic to nut. I know what nut mean.
Okay.
Not nut. It's fine. It depends on how severe your reaction is.
Yeah, I mean, I've eaten like stuff with nuts in it before. I mean, I eat fucking 20 peanut butter and jellies a week, so.
Oh yeah, I know that your allergic reaction
Well,
wasn't to the
peanuts
nuts.
It wasn't.
are
It was to. It was to one of those fucking. The guy said what he thought it was, and I can't remember what it was because it was like 40
It
syllables.
sounded like some sort of like protein or
Yeah,
something.
he was like, I think you're allergic to Hysoblycotordia fortinicatrine. And I was like, the fuck? He's
I'm
like, but you
allergic
got,
to the
but he's like, you gotta
protein
come
peanut.
back, or we're gonna fucking jam some shit into your body and find out what makes you blow up. And I was like, oh, that'll be cool.
That sounds
Yeah,
fun.
they map out your back and then they stick
Yeah.
you with stuff that's tipped with the agent, and they see what your back does. That's the test.
Ought to be
It-
Oh
fun.
yeah, isn't it like a whole bunch of little needles and they just on a panel?
Oh yeah,
And they just I've got one of those before.
Should,
yeah, they
should
map
be
out
a
your back.
hoot.
It's not fun.
Should be a hoot.
Well, I had it done when I was like a little wee kid.
I had it done when I was like.
And I was like
12.
whatever when I got it done, so it wasn't a big deal.
Mhm.
And I was
Maybe-
afraid of needles back then
We're,
too.
we're
Honey Nut
yeah.
Cheerios. I mean, come on.
I had allergies because mine was not pleasant.
Oh, well, mine was fine. I was like 9 years old, and I was like afraid of needles too. And they're like, yeah, we're gonna stick you with a bunch of needles. And I was like, I don't think I like that. And then they did it, and I was like, I'm fine.
If they stuck me
That's
with a needle in
probably
my
'cause you
back,
didn't have
that's alright.
allergic
I have to look at
reactions.
it.
Oh yeah, I mean that too.
I
It's
wasn't
looking at the
allergic to
needle where I'm like,
anything.
there goes the blood. Like,
that's why
Yeah.
it's not fun when you do get a reaction. It's
yeah. Well,
you experience a lot of different kinds of pain.
I'm looking forward to it.
It's like, ooh, this one feels tingly while this one feels prickly.
This one
This
feels
one-
like fire.
This one feels like ice.
All right.
This one's really fucking itchy.
All right. Let's stop talking about my Honey Nut Cheerios. fucking. Fucking
I like Honey Nut
cartoon
too.
bee cunt.
They're good.
Hate that
are
fucking bee.
good.
Smug fucking bee.
Be
happy, like such a be healthy. Safe cereal.
Billy West wants you to be dead.
Well, Rennick. What?
You heard him.
Okay.
Billy West voices the honeybee.
Anyways,
boy.
Here
So-
we go. We're walking.
they turn and you follow them out of the city to the west, this a ways.
Oh, that's where that is. Yeah.
Let's pop on the vast wheeled picture because I mean you guys aren't in the town anymore. Boop.
It just was.
So, as you guys are walking along through this forest, in previous times, I mean, as John and Johnny are the only two in the party who can attest, the vast weald is full of some dangerous wildlife.
Johnny's gonna make himself invisible.
Okay. However,
I've just decided this.
you seem okay at the moment, and I mean, nothing appears to be bothering you. Actually even see, off in the distance at a certain point, you see what looks like a pair of owl bears and some of their young moving through the forest, and they just sort of look in your direction and just keep on going.
Babies. Oh, it reminds me of Fred.
Have you seen any gorilla bears?
You don't.
Yeah, any gorilla bellers?
Alas,
Bellers?
alas, those live in a different land.
Ah, the land of Dinsroa.
The land of the land of Dinsroa. That's where SINDROA 2 is set. I can't believe you fucking told everybody.
Oh,
You
I
son
thought
of a
everyone
bitch.
knew.
You son of a bitch. I
Okay.
gotta fucking rewrite so much.
sorry.
As you guys are moving along, you can see a humanoid figure
Yeah.
in the wood ahead, up on top of like looks like a boulder.
Help, there's one tree over there.
And it appears to be the Whisperer Stall, who is
What the
just sort of sitting cross-legged on a boulder in the middle of the woods, his arms just sort of outstretched.
Are his eyes closed? Should we bother him?
His eyes are closed, but I mean,
I don't know.
John, you should get really invasive and message him. You don't have to. That was particularly a joke. He looks very concentrated.
I don't know. I also feel like it's not wise to be just sitting out here in a place that's so dangerous.
Person whose name I forget, who's bald and has a handlebar mustache.
So I think he knows what he's doing.
Deeps, it's me.
Deeps, what is he doing?
Sitting on a rock with his arms outstretched, looks like.
Here?
He might. It looks
I'm
like he
not
might
sure.
be.
I mean, ask him if you want. I've always found him a bit odd.
Okay, we'll ask him.
Maybe he's just enjoying a rock for the first time in 20 years.
Okay, well, you do have a point. I tend to do that when I'm enjoying rocks as well. But, I don't. You're weird. Okay. My invisibility breaks. Damn it.
Foiled.
Mr. Stahl?
Johnny Magehands, I recognize your voice. Recognize.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Oh, I thought that was his accent. It's
No, that was
adding
just Nick
syllables.
stumbling over his words as he tried to remember what my accent sounded like.
Oh, I can't remember either. So. Hey, what are you doing?
I'm getting to work, setting up my network.
Oh. Okay, what? What? How?
And then you hear like a sound of
I don't like
wings,
that. Oh,
and,
okay.
something lands on his shoulder. He says, "You see, the first whispers are already coming in."
Right. Oh, yeah, you're right.
What does this Tweety bird have to say?
And then it sort of flies off.
Did the bird even say anything?
You didn't see it say, "Hey, what's
Like-
up, Stall?"
Well, no, did it even go like tweet, tweet, tweet?
It was like.
You heard it say, tweet.
You didn't hear it say anything.
Peep.
didn't hear it
That's
say-
weird. Did you just talk to the bird?
The creatures of the forest, they tell me things. The forest itself, it speaks. It is easy to find information when you ask the land.
Like, any land or specifically this land?
Well, I have come to know the vast wheel, and it knows me. So it is easy here. Perhaps somewhere else I would have to build again from the ground up. I am glad to be speaking with the vast wheel again. It has told me things already that I find very interesting. Grandmother is waiting for you, by the way. I have seen her.
Is she excited?
No.
Oh.
But I don't think she ever is.
You're probably bored most of the time.
There are more as
God
well.
knows I would be.
People walking this wood. Keep on your guard.
No,
Not
I
all
am.
are friends.
Definitely not, I agree.
Some are foe, and others.
Some are foes and others are also foes.
Ron, I think we've got work to do. This kind of creeps me out a bit. Well, I'm a
Oh,
mosey
please,
on.
this- Okay. Okay, Deeps. Dude, you're afraid of everything. Let's go.
Dahl gets whispers from woodland creatures. Parentheses.
Deeps has never been a particularly, spiritual man. I tried to teach him of the ways of Ogma, and he, said, I'm going to go somewhere else now. So,
That's rude.
well,
I would have at least stayed and listened.
oh, he did for a while, but around the 2-hour mark, he got sick of it.
2 hours.
Let's
That's
keep
a long
going.
time. That's a long time, bro.
Let's keep going.
I'm gonna admit that's a little.
So you guys keep going. He said, I never really liked Stahl. He sort of creeped. The other
He
guy,
doesn't seem
though,
like a bad person.
I mean, he seems alright, but he's just, you know, he's so... I don't trust anybody who can stay that calm. It bothers me. I don't know. Maybe
I mean,
I'm
I
just
have
jumpy.
trouble trusting people who like the vast wield, but you know.
I suppose that's a good point. The other guy, though, Keen, he's a piece of fucking work. He tell you that shit he said about making all the golems?
Yeah, he told us that he made the golems.
That shit, his fucking father made the golems. He just he improved
Wait,
upon
really?
them. He improved upon them, of course, but his dad's the one who built them. That's the reason they're on our fucking flag.
Peeps, we need to go to you for all the gossip, man. We didn't know that.
I mean, his dad was a proper elf. He was like, I want to say,
yeah.
506 maybe when he died. He was around since the founding of the fucking thing. He built the golems to be first. Keen, you know, he's certainly made some improvements. He built Alkalis for one, but he's
No,
not.
but he told us that he built them.
Well, of course he's gonna say that. He likes to
Why?
inflate himself a bit.
Oh, okay. Fair
I mean,
enough.
that's just sort of the guy he is. Decent enough. Bit rough around the edges, but, you
He
know.
was pretty rough.
Eh,
He was coming out of prison though, so maybe I should.
yeah, that's fair.
I know. Yeah.
Get a couple drinks in him, he'll soften right up.
That's a
He won't, but, yeah.
well, yeah. I mean, it's a vicious cycle, really. Sorry, I'm not gonna have this conversation right now.
Well, I like Stahl. I just want to put in my vote.
He seems like a nice guy.
He seems alright.
He has
Alright.
hair.
He's not an asshole.
Hey, what's that over there? Is that HK? No, it's not. Never mind.
HK.
Ah, I see. The trees are forming the letter H and K. All the woods are magnificent.
Huh?
God, I love the woods.
What's that over
love
there?
it.
Is that... Oh, it's Uriel! Here he comes!
Oh my.
Oh,
Wait, the tiefling?
Oh, that tree just sprouted a mouth and ate Uriel whole.
Oh,
Well,
no!
Man, that looked like a very good ASMR for our party. We never had one of those.
Oh, we're talking about that. You're not the tiefling who does the wood stuff. He
All
would be
right,
in
the other
woods.
Uriel. The true
I mean,
Uriel.
he was like a lumberman.
No, he was, no, he was.
He
you're right.
oversaw the lumber.
He oversaw
stuff.
the lumber stuff, yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't like a lumberjack.
No.
You know, like.
He was a
Hey,
lumber
guys, say hi
businessman.
to Jerome's. Guys, we should say hi to Jerome's bro. He lives in town.
Jerome's brother does live in
Jerome.
Rutland.
I remember that.
I am
Jerome's
surprised
brother?
that you remember that throwaway
I
line
don't
about
remember
Jerome's brother.
I don't remember
He lives near the top.
top of what?
The tree.
Jeez.
No, like near the north exit of town.
Right, what?
That's
Some of these nuts.
That's a fucking deep pull. Lives around the top of these nuts, motherfucker. Fucking nice, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking sick, brother. Damn, dude.
So here we go. We're walking to grandmother's.
So you keep going. Boy, we're just in rare form tonight.
It's to grandmother's house. Let's do it, boys.
Probably more about height.
It's
I'm gonna make a survival roll for Deeps to see if he can remember where the meeting site is.
Hey, what do you think it peaked, David? Fuck. Shit.
What?
What do you think Deep's favorite sugary candy treat is?
Jujubes?
Yeah, you're right. It wasn't Peeps. I was trying to trick you.
Yeah. I know. I knew the answer all along. It's Jujubes.
I
You're
like
so
Werther's originals.
Those are fucking good. I love those.
Yeah, please, someone send me some Werther's originals.
Like, please, somebody with money.
Like
just
now.
Send them to
Now!
everyone. Just spread
Do
the
it.
love. I love those.
We should
I
have
love
a
that.
site for getting Werther's originals. Should we call it?
Yo, fuck this quest. Come on, guys. We're going on a quest for some Werther's originals.
Yeah, it'll be like Harold and Kumar go to White Castle, but we're like looking for any fucko store.
what
that
about-
carries-
Black.
That would be
Castle.
a genuinely good one shot. What the fuck did you just say?
But what about Black Castle?
Hey, but why not?
Hey, we've got Black Panther. Why not? No.
No.
No, yeah, you know, I don't
Not
know what
even
I was thinking.
I was gonna say Pink Panther, but it's,
Jesus, that's a good video.
it's an okay video.
I feel it.
I
In
feel
my
it too.
boons.
I feel
My-
it too.
Ball.
Bullying.
Wow, look at this tree 10 miles from where we were.
Shut the fuck up. I'm opening some sheets.
Let him,
Just in
let him
case I need
stall.
them.
Let him stall with stall. Oh, now I get it.
Hey-oh!
No, you
Now
don't.
we know what you were doing with that one.
Hey-oh!
Joke. It's all a
Yes,
joke.
he was clearly stalling.
Yeah.
You
For
see,
time.
stall, it's a homonym for the word stall, as in to make time by...
Stall, he called you a homo.
There is a reason that his name is Stall.
Stall! Is it
That-
true you like other men?
I
Because
feel
you're
like
gay?
I feel like nobody will ever find out why he has Stall, because that would involve actually asking things about his backstory.
It's because his
Well, I mean,
parents
why would
really
anyone
liked,
ask him why he
Alright,
has a
let's do-
name
No,
like
I know.
that?
Well, because furbolgs and names are an odd topic.
Yeah, they
Oh
don't
yeah, I
have-
forgot that's how that worked. It's
Like,
because
crazy name,
he
like-
liked to play Blood Moon a lot, so he named himself after the new mining material they added in the expansion pack.
Fish.
So,
So,
as you guys are walking along,
Give Nuggy a fish.
Yes.
Deeps raises a hand and says, "Hold on,
like,
we got movement ahead. And it looks like a person.
Oh, a person? Okay.
Aye,
Are you sure?
Alright, everyone shoot to kill.
I say we keep our heads down and we approach quietly. Aye,
Alright, I prepare a fireball.
it's not quiet.
It's-
Yeah, it goes. It goes.
I prepare a smaller fireball.
Just keep
Gotta
your
have
heads down,
fireballs.
alright?
I prepare... my
For all we know, it could be Gold Boys, man. It could be those fuckers from the west you were telling us about.
Oh yes, the Westerners.
I don't
Wait,
like
what's
any
in the
of
west? What's in the west? What's in the west?
Will Smith.
The Zeronites.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Oh
that
yeah,
far
those
west?
guys.
That's pretty far west.
Well, not anymore.
Well, okay. I didn't know that. That really wasn't clear. Okay. Wait, what are we doing? Wait.
We're preparing
You
our
guys-
strongest
you guys-
spells to eliminate this
Why
foe.
don't we just go past?
Alright, you're right, let's go around him. Let's do
I'm
this.
just trying to keep our heads down.
Why don't we do something magical
this is-
to make us not be seen?
This is pretty fucking close to...
Oh, do you mean pass without the trace?
This isn't too far from where I want. I want to know who this is, first
No.
of all. I mean, this is a security concern.
Okay.
You
Hello?
good there?
Hello?
I can go over and ask if you want.
no.
Wait.
No, we must
Who-
eliminate
Is that-
Can
him.
we actually see this thing or no?
No, he just pointed it. He just said that he has detected somebody. This is sort of what he does. You can make a perception check.
Awesome.
Okay, I can make a perception check.
Perception
I got 14 plus 4 is 18.
Deep's
I
whole
got
thing
19.
is scouting, pretty much. So, what'd you get, Joni?
18 perception.
It's pretty good. I'll allow a second perception if anybody wants to.
I already did. I got 19.
Okay, those are both pretty good. You can see off maybe 550 feet out through like sort of the twisting brambles. You can see what looks like a humanoid shape sort of moving around. They're not staying put. They're doing something, but there is somebody there, and Deeps appears to not know what he's looking at, so he wants to be cautious, it seems. But you're not really able to discern more than that.
Here, you guys. I got an idea. I don't know. I'll go talk to him.
I'll go stealth.
And Jumbo's can stealth with me.
I don't know if that's a good idea. I think the lady was joking. I mean,
Were you
we don't know
joking?
this-
Don't call Johnny a lady.
I mean, I wasn't.
She isn't. She's a woman.
What?
I'm not opposed to going over there, but if... You know, if it was something dangerous...
Well, then we could hold it off while you guys run away.
I don't feel comfortable with you doing that.
Listen, Johnny Mage Hands knows how to get away.
Listen, if you're running up and risking your neck, I'm going with you.
Okay.
Anybody else want to come on
Johnny,
this
I
little
don't think
expedition?
you're actively like listening to her. You're just kind of saying okay.
No, I said okay, that's cool. She's allowed to. I'm not going to say you can't come with me.
You don't see John Bones anymore.
Oh.
John Bones!
I turn
You can
around
see
and
you can
to
see
go
what looks
with-
like a tuft of beard sticking out from beneath a fern.
No.
Oh, Fernbeard, yes.
I pictured the tuft of beard coming out of the top of a bush, and I was like, is he like? What is he? bent
He's
over backwards
looking. He's
or something?
looking up. There's something up there.
Very strange.
That you
Not like
sneak
a
in there
tuft of his
expected.
hair.
That you break up this silhouette.
You just see like the faint shape of a back, and it says Browntown.
What I take off?
I don't know.
He took off his shirt. He's like, I'm stealth now, so you know I can do whatever I want.
I was itchy. I was applying SPF.
Don't you put that lotion on me.
Do it myself.
Okay.
If they go, I'll follow.
I don't know. You have. I mean, other people can come too. In fact, we can all come. Go over there, and then we can. Don't laugh. And we can.
Deep.
That was a genuine accident.
Deeps already has his crossbow in his hand. He says, "I don't
Well,
like
yeah,
this,
and
but
if they're, and we're not gonna. I mean, we'll just be like, hey, we're here. We're more than you. We have more of us than you, and we're just walking through, and I hope that you're friendly."
all right, whatever you say."
Well, you don't have to say that. I mean, it doesn't have to be whatever I say.
No, I just
I
want to
just
keep
don't,
my eyes on.
Well, deep,
So let's just approach quietly, all right?
I mean, okay, if you want to scare them.
Well, I don't want him to know we're coming. What if it's somebody what if it's like a scout for the enemy and they run away once they know we're here? We want to be sure who it is first. And we can come out with our,
tippy toes.
Our hands for handshakes if it looks like somebody all right.
Sounds good. Let's walk on our tippy toes, you guys. Tiptoe parade.
All right. If you are joining this forward party, please roll stealth. Harvin is hanging back. Deep
Ooh.
Fucking
spots are
thing
going.
rolled off of the 20.
Modified 20.
Do I have to do it again?
Oh, you just did it. I think you're fine. Right? John Bones
No, yeah,
already
you're
did it.
good. You already rolled.
Alright, cool.
15.
Okay.
Who else is bringing themselves?
Why not, right? Let's see.
Why not? Add another roll to the pile.
We got an 18 and we got a modified 20. We're doing pretty good.
I will.
15, pretty
Hello,
good.
it is me, Whistler. I am here.
Oh,
Whistler, are you okay?
I give Whistler some water.
I have a frog in my throat.
In my throat?
Thank you, Johnny. When I get parched, I become Golden. Let me see. Where's my
That's what
D20?
Golden sounds like.
Hello, I am Golden. I like to eat blood first.
Ah, brothers, yes.
I start to walk and then all the bones in my body break because I rolled a 5.
Well, you don't know that.
No. He's
Eventually he'll learn.
You don't know that your stealth is shit, so if you're already going...
I'm already going. Yeah, I say.
Yeah, no, he says he's already going, but then he goes, ow.
It sounds
I
like
hope my
he's
bones
walking
don't
along and all his bones are clacking together. It sounds like a bowling alley.
Oh, straight.
I need to get more flesh on my body.
I give Lucivic a handshake.
You look like you have more or less.
When I
Flesh on the
reincarnated
bone.
as a halfling, my bones are the same size. It's just so awkward.
What was that, Lucivic?
I can't even imagine that.
Speak up.
Lucivic, what'd you say?
Speak up.
I can't hear you. I'm sneaking.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Can't hear you. I'm a sneak.
All right, Whistler, go ahead through the bushes. Sneaky.
Overall, your stealth is decent. You guys are managing to keep Whistler from tripping over his own feet and making huge fart noises. But
I'm
you
farting.
steadily creep.
Get that green dust out of my bones somehow.
Listen.
You steadily creep
Stop farting.
forward.
Fart word, more like Whistler. Excuse you.
And then all of you are killed.
Damn. Didn't expect that.
Well, what? I mean, well, what now? Says I. What now? How do we
Again.
come back from a wacky situation like we've all been killed?
I don't think we do because you've been killed.
No,
As you
no,
get
we try
closer,
again.
this figure does not appear to immediately notice you.
Well, are you going to introduce yourself?
Oh god. Yeah.
Me? Hello?
I was literally about to type. You totally know they're coming. And you
Don't
see
just stand there.
What
because
do I
because
open
of
my
because
eyes
of
yet
that
to see him?
that little tingle you felt in your longbow, you were like, oh, somebody's there. But you see there, standing amidst a series of bodies. It looks like he was lifting items from these bodies. A tabaxi.
Has Johnny seen a tabaxi before?
I don't know.
In a place like Edgewood?
Probably not in Edgewood, no. Tabaxi would be pretty exotic in this part of the world. Leopard printed, looking rather charming, all things considered, in a sort of a fine vest and just nice looking attire. And I will post the picture of him for anybody who doesn't know the image of this man.
Hey, it's a cartoon cat.
Oh wow.
And
Heard about these.
and as you see the bodies that are around him, you see what look like 4 men in leather armor, sort of silver and red, with elements of black, and one individual in heavier plate armor, also deceased, with a very distinctive silvery red armor and large horns on the helmet.
So, Crimson Legion?
No.
Do we recognize that as Crimson Legion or Zaranite?
It looks to be a Zaranite soldier.
Oh my god, they're here?
And he appears, this tabaxi appears to have been rifling through their pockets.
Well,
A few
hello.
daggers hastily
not
shoved in my waist belt.
Yes, got some stuff.
Nice.
I don't know which to react to.
For
The,
some reason,
the cat
I feel
person
as
that
though
I've
he
never
might be
seen
able to
before, or the
replace them.
Zaranites being here. I honestly am not sure which to react to more.
Well, since you aren't going to introduce yourselves, I'll have to introduce myself.
Okay,
I
go
am
ahead.
Slayer.
Slayer.
I wave from the bushes.
Says Johnny.
Slayer.
Hello, Slayer. My name is Jeff Rowe. This is my pet spider, Rashni. We are from the 8th dimension of Sijin.
Oh yeah, that's his whole pitch.
And
I felt
we
like
are
there
part
was more
of
to it, but that was it.
Schlock.
I take a minute to stand up, and then I say,
Whole entire.
I
Hello,
held him
Slayer.
up from his broken
My
leg.
name is Wizlor the Cosmic, champion of good, knower of the unknown, defender of the good people of Sindroa, conqueror of the sanctum of the king, savior of the dagger, elucidator of the twisted dome of Bool Sea, guardian of her moon, and emancipator of its sovereign mind. He who recovered the lost focus of Kazar the Mad and proud member of Diashlok.
I mean, it wasn't
am known
just
by
you.
the pirates of the dagger as Ishmael. Wraith Lord Necro Scourge of Morfell hails me as Beard's Hatmeister, and the nobility of Vorsland call me that old fuck.
Like
was-
that old duck.
I'm John Bones.
I lean over to Johnny.
And it just sounds better to say the name.
Well, if we are sharing our full names, my full name is Slayer of the Cars.
Of the
Of
what?
the cars?
Of the Cars.
Cars?
Cars.
Cars
Cars?
2.
No, Cars
It's
3.
Wait, cars? What's
Oh.
cars?
an area like geographical type area.
Oh, you're from the Cars.
Oh.
I understand.
Cars.
Yes.
That's a good time.
That's the north of here, or
It's
Is
a
that-
geologic formation.
No, it's geological, not
Is that
geographical.
east or west of the,
Is it
of
yeast
the
or
Demon
east?
Valley?
I think you're misunderstanding.
What's a karst?
I can
It's
give
an
you a
area
ride.
that has a lot of sinkholes, basically.
Oh, that-
I think it's like a type of
That's the-
cheese, right?
that sounds good.
Wait, what kind of cheese would that be?
Swiss?
What's Swiss?
What's
You're
that?
the Swi-
Siegdr. I don't have a Swiss analog. Megotamian. I feel like they might make
Personally,
it.
I like American cheese.
I feel like Swiss cheese is more
I
like
do have an
Swissie.
American analog.
Oh shit! Nice.
Fucking put us there.
No.
An American analog would just be
Fuck
like,
everything
a bunch
else.
of, like heathens and like a squatting in a land that isn't theirs.
Those are the Slavs.
What? Oh, because they're squatting? That's a
Fucking-
different meaning.
Ladies
of
and
squat.
gentlemen, Ronick will be here all night. Tip your waitresses,
Alright,
try the
I'm gonna
veal.
Stay awake.
Yeah, Ronick will try to stay awake for it. His show.
And by
No
here
promises.
all night, I mean this is the last moment he'll ever be in. I'm coming for.
I'm sorry,
Okay.
Lusvik, but it had to
Wait,
be done.
Lusvik is here?
No.
I thought no.
No.
Lusvik, come here.
Lusvik!
He's friendly. Come here.
can't hear you.
Come here.
Alright.
Going to have to signal me using arms.
Lusvik, I'm waving!
I'm gonna walk over there. Hold on. I'm gonna walk over there. I'm gonna get him.
Lusvik, Johnny's walking over there!
Hey, Johnny.
Oh, hi, Lusvik. Here, follow
This
me.
is good
Follow
RP.
me.
Oh, alright.
I'm coming back.
Oh, okay, come. I'm glad you're coming. Is Lusvik coming?
Yeah, Lusvik is coming.
way.
Okay, good. Just follow Johnny, Lusvik.
What?
Lusvik is following.
There are monsters in this forest. You know that.
What are you
guys
doing
doing
down there?
I'm gonna whisper at the other guys. They're exactly as awful as I expected them.
Welcome to the group.
This is
Wait,
the most
what?
beautiful
What do you mean
anyone
welcome?
could
No.
imagine.
Wait a minute. Wait, expected?
Perfect.
I've heard of you before.
From?
Who?
Around.
You look at the
Don't,
newspapers.
don't. Oh, he's playing coy.
I don't know that.
Hi, I'm back. I'm here.
I'm here to lend a little bit of assistance with this rat problem that appears to be infesting the region.
Oh, that's a good.
I
That's,
get-
that's
I
a
get
good
the
thing to
rat
call him.
Yes, because you're
What?
a rat slayer.
No, he's a.
I
he's
didn't
Slayer
catch your
of the
name. What's your
Cart.
name?
Oh
Slayer of the Cars.
Did you mean rats?
No.
no, apparently Karst instead.
No,
But he
he
does
kills.
rats too.
No,
He kills.
the Cars
Karst
is where
is
I'm
like
from.
a type of cheese.
There's a
but it's
comma.
in the
There's a
ground.
comma after Slayer.
Well, I like to. Think
Oh, I
there's
should have
a-
pointed out he's 7 feet tall.
Seven
Seven and a half feet tall.
Wait, you made
You're-
yourself even taller?
Yes.
What the fuck? No, okay, no. Tabaxi are not that tall. You're not
They
7.5. They are not!
No,
It
they're
is a
not.
big
It's like
boy.
a life size.
It's 6 to 7. It's,
Well, does he? Wait a minute. Does he have Marfan syndrome?
he's not.
he might
You're
have
not.
Marfan.
You are not
Marfan
7.5
cat.
feet tall. That's not how
Can I
tall
attempt
Tabaxi
to
He's a
are.
climb
very-
him?
He's a very
He's a big boy.
gangly
You can be
cat.
7 feet tall. I'm not letting you be 7.5 feet tall.
I
Shut the
roll
fuck
for
up.
athletics.
Wait,
I
dude.
rolled to see how big he was, and he was big.
That's not how Tabaxi height works. If you're a gnome, you can't decide you're fucking 6'2". It's not how it works.
He's tall.
He's not that tall.
I mean, he will be the tallest in the group. HK, I think that is.
You're
something.
7 feet tall. You fucking be happy.
Normal tabaxi height.
I mean, that's on the tall end for a tabaxi as well. They're taller than humans. They're not giant.
Big cat. Big cat.
Fucking guy.
I'm a big cat.
You're not.
tabaxi. Leopard.
Oh yeah, no, Tryhard. I already showed that to him earlier. Yeah, because I was looking through that exact scene folio, and yeah, they're some of them are hilarious, and some of them are absolutely nightmare-inducing.
One is really good.
One he's
no,
got
and
some
the
good
Tabaxi was
shit.
in the fiend folio, and it's like, oh, very fiendish. But they put regular animals in there too.
Yes, I'm a devil. It's me, Slayer of the Karst.
Okay.
Oh, that's
Cars.
not
Karst. Karst.
Karst.
Karst.
Karst.
Okay.
Karst. Okay.
You're really having some trouble with this.
Yeah, it's I
Really
really
hard.
can't hear that T at the end at all. Okay. All right. So this is Lusvik Feuerstern. He's orange. He's an orange.
Don't touch his
Yep.
hand.
Don't touch his hair, it bites.
It's really
What?
greasy.
It's not really greasy, it's really waxy.
I said
It's
it bites.
much worse.
It's greasy wax.
Yeah, I thought it was greasy, specifically greasy.
Well, now it's wax. I've come back.
Oh.
I've got new
Oh,
hairstyle.
now you use hair wax.
So
Yes.
it's even grosser than before.
Well,
don't
I mean,
know about that.
Candle
leaves a
wax is
secret-
what he's going for.
Oh,
No.
I thought. Oh, okay.
well, I'm using a pomade, but it really does look like wax now.
All right.
It just looks
okay.
like he's got a lot of semen in his hair all the time.
Nice.
Jumbo
Oh,
and Sage.
who doesn't these days? I mean,
I mean, this is a wild and crazy
am I
world.
right, ladies and gentlemen of the jury?
Turns to the jury. Ladies and gentlemen, the jury.
I'm
Don't you find you got a lot of cum in your hair these days?
Your
The
Honor.
lawyer turns
Absolutely.
me back
League of
around.
Legends.
I'm currently in handcuffs.
What was the
Your,
style?
Your Honor, I object. I only have cum on my hair in the weekends.
Yep, it's me.
Hold
I
your
didn't
tongue.
introduce myself. Hold on, I didn't introduce myself. I'm Johnny. That's it.
Macintosh.
No?
That's Johnny McIntosh.
No, it's not. I don't know what that is, and I don't know what that means.
It's an apple.
What? Johnny McIntosh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was just a Macintosh,
No. His
No,
name is
no,
Johnny.
no,
His
no.
last name is McIntosh.
and he's an apple.
Well, he has apples for hands.
That's not me. don't think that's me. You guys, I don't think that's me.
All of the
I don't think
Zaranite soldiers suddenly stand up, revealing that they had faked their death and murder all of you.
Alright, someone get Apple Hands out of here. And this is John Bones.
Hi. This is Hansi.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. I think John Bones already introduced himself.
That's true. It's me,
I
John
live
Bones.
here.
Sorry, I said it after you said your thing.
Yeah,
It's-
and he's like, and
It's a
I'm
pleasure
John
to meet you, Slayer of the
Okay.
Cast. I am Lady Valise. She just walks out and extends a hand.
But the Slayer
far?
did that.
He's leaving me
Slayer.
hanging, this guy.
Slayer, shake her.
I can't believe he's
hand
leaving
with
me
your
hanging.
hand.
We've just
Slayer.
met.
It's very nice of you to.
I can't
the
believe
favor
I'm
there.
still hanging.
HK.
Don't worry. You can
What?
put
I
it.
was gonna
This is
say,
good.
An NPC is holding a hand out to shake your hand.
I've been left hanging for 5. Oh, there he goes.
It's okay. You can shake your own
Sorry,
hand
I was
sometimes,
really
too. No one-
distracted by all this cool stuff I found on them.
Do you usually do this?
no,
Loot
he's
the
just
corpses?
like looking through his pockets like, whoa, whoa.
What'd you find on them? Like,
Cool stuff.
Some
Really?
daggers, weapons, soldier stuff.
Soldier stuff. That
Yes.
sounds kind of cool.
yeah, into the looting scene.
Yeah. Apparently, we're really into the looting scene as well.
Hell yeah.
I mean, you guys loot a lot of corpses, so.
Yeah, we just looted our friend's corpse too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did it really fast and loud.
That's what I was referencing.
Yes, and look, I'm wearing his armor right now, but I left him the belt that's in there. He's in the ground now.
Sometimes you loot living people too.
Yeah, it's called
His belt and his
burglar.
shield. His belt and his shield and his dreadhelm are all with him.
Oh, what's
That's
that?
good to know.
What's that green cloud?
Somebody farted.
Wow. He just ditched out.
Wow, he just really didn't like that.
Oh
He's
boy,
like-
he's gone entirely.
He didn't
He's
that.
like,
I
somebody
think he was-
farted.
Has somebody poisoned
No, he went up.
KMS?
He went up there.
Somebody poisoned
Wait.
the water
You
hole.
updated Discord.
Are you
Oh,
alright?
This Discord update, as it was.
Oh. What?
What?
Oh, so sorry. I was
Anyway.
really enamored by this video of Washington D.C.
I really hope that Slayer has the character flaw of constantly spaces out.
No, that's just a flaw of HK.
Yeah.
He's a pretty ditzy kitty.
He sure is a cat.
Yeah.
He's a cat
He's a
person.
curious
My hatred
cat.
of my
He's a
enemies is
curious
blind
cat.
and unreasoning.
He's curious and he needs to look at everything and it's distracting.
Uh-huh.
Deeps,
Hopefully that doesn't
Deeps
kill
just
him.
sort of like walks over and like sort of kicks at the corpse of the armored guy and says, "Who the hell are these guys supposed to be?"
Hey Slayer, this guy's name is Deeps.
Oh, my
They're
name's Deeps.
Zaranites.
What?
Yeah, those are Zaranites. I am not happy.
He sort of looks around. I thought you said they were out west, father.
Well, apparently not. I try to look
Huh.
at him meaningfully. like,
He sort of looks
You
over
know-
at
you know,
Lady
we were,
Valise,
like,
who just
warning.
shrugs.
we were like warning people, and by people, I mean Erok about fucking Enoch. Sorry, I get him and Enoch.
Erok.
Erok. Not O.
E-rock.
So it's like Iraq, but Erok.
Like that.
Baby,
Yeah, I know how it's spelled, but I'm
It's
like,
Iraq. That's how he said.
Okay, got it. We told him. We were like, dude, you gotta watch out for those Zaranites. And he's like, we'll figure that out when we get to it, but it's here.
Well, all the more reason to get control of Kalor fast before they show up in full force. I mean,
Yup.
if they come back with our pants around our ankles trying to fight that fucking archfey, it's gonna be bad news.
You should keep your pants on when you fight.
I mean, it was a mixed metaphor, and it wasn't good. I have an intelligence of 10.
I think that's about as high as mine, so I guess I can commiserate. Alright, well,
I have an intelligence
I
of
ju-
14.
Oh, nerd.
Fucking geek.
Dork.
I have an
anyway.
intelligence of 17. If anybody wanted to know,
Okay, we got a mega nerd here.
I'm a priest of a.
This guy's a gamer.
I'm a priest of a god of knowledge. You know. Anyways.
We got an amazing atheist here.
What?
Anyway.
I'm very much not an atheist. I couldn't be
What?
less of an atheist. I'm a priest.
Get this guy away from those bananas.
Yeah.
The amazing atheist won't show the
We
banana
like
up his
saying
ass
these
on
things
camera.
out of character and then he responds in character, very confused.
That's
This
my
guy's
favorite.
The amazing atheist won't shove the banana up his ass on camera.
Oh, well, you know.
That's amazing.
Huh.
You know, why not? Why not?
Why though?
To prove
Also,
God
why?
isn't real.
To prove God doesn't real?
Yeah.
To
Listen,
prove
it's
God
me,
isn't
and
real.
I just want to prove to you that that theism shit's for idiots. And to prove that...
Okay. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I guess we should. Hey, Slayer, we're gonna go see a hag. Want to come with us?
Yeah.
Hell
Okay.
yeah.
Since you've already said that you were planning on coming with us, I figured I'd extend the invitation.
Deep's just sort of looking... I mean, we don't even... Is this a normal occurrence for you, just finding a random person?
I've
According
never
to the
met-
SOS, no.
I mean, our adventures are fun.
I've never. You know what?
We're open to
This
new
guy
people
seems-
too.
I am the most naive piece of shit.
I mean, he seems alright. I mean, anybody who kills whoever these guys are, from what I've heard, the Zeranites aren't exactly Boy Scouts, so...
They're my sworn enemy.
Oh, well,
Good.
all the better.
Same.
Gosh.
You can walk next to me,
Well,
I won't.
friend.
how do you like the idea of hanging out in the background, being stealthy, while a couple of us go try to negotiate with a 1,000-year-old hag?
Oh yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah, we
Alright.
need to
Well,
be quiet.
we've got a crew.
Finally, we have a crew now.
Fine.
Before it was, you know,
Before it wasn't.
just an assemblage of people, but now we're a unit.
Yeah, because we got a
Yeah,
cat.
Absolute.
You have a dog yet?
I do like cats,
I mean,
but this is a
I've never
tabaxi.
seen one of these.
Where's Steve?
He's so tall. I
He's
hope
very
you
tall.
take this as a compliment.
I do.
Okay, good, because I was feeling bad about it for a second.
There's nothing wrong with being tall. I've always been a bit tall for, you know,
Johnny looks at her. How tall is she?
she's like 5'10".
Oh, tall girl.
She's not super tall, but like she's
Taller than me.
she's taller than the average lass.
Or taller than me. Not, and obviously taller than me, but
He's taller than Johnny. Should I say that?
yeah, that's what I wanted to say.
And she looks down at Johnny and she's like, "Little man,
I'm a little man.
boy,
I'm a little man. What can I say?
manlet before me." She
Listen.
holds up her Tinder profile and she says, "Under 6 need not apply."
Listen, I'm the little man. What can I say? I'm the little man.
That's it. That's what Johnny's gonna
What
hit
does
up.
he call me?
Hit
Call me
up
the
her
little man.
Kella's OK Cupid, and she's like, "I don't like it when they're under 6 feet tall. It's just, you know, it's a little pathetic. Anyways, I'm 3'2".
Johnny throws his phone at the fucking wall.
Just fucking goddamn it! I don't
Can
remember.
swipe left if I want to die? Can I do that?
Swipe left if you want to be killed.
And you know, swipe right if you're like, hey, that's me.
We should
Slayer,
start
I'm
a.
glad to meet you. What are we going to do?
Well, we're going to go to the grandmother, right?
Wait, hold on.
Remember?
Yes.
I wanted to
Yeah.
find out how
Look at
tall Kella is.
Hey, before we be coming along, we're gonna need you to sign this sign-up
Waiver.
sheet and a waiver here.
Hey, I never had to sign those.
It's a new thing.
It's new. It's
Neither have I.
Wait, we didn't.
Listen, a lot of people have been
confer on
dying.
it.
Voted on this.
Now, this
We've
part
been
says
losing
that
a lot of people
upon your
recently.
death, you relinquish all of your worldly and otherworldly possessions to us.
Oh, okay.
I-
I'm glad I didn't
wait.
sign this yet. This sounds
Yeah,
like
I'm glad I didn't have to.
extortion.
I wrote my own will.
Ah, I haven't wrote the will yet. I haven't
Wait.
thought of that.
Be back.
Sorry, I had to make my mom go away. She
You
was like,
had
"Hold
to-
on,
you
I
had
gotta
to
grab,
banish your mother.
I gotta grab 5 bottles of wine out of the fridge down here,
Holy what?
just real quick."
Just for a night in.
Kella is 4'4".
Oh, that's tallish.
I mean, that's around dwarf height.
That's higher than whatever you
definitely
said
size.
about a Tinder.
Yeah, she's not 3'2". She's 4'4". I like doing a Scottish accent. I should make a character who's got one once. That'd be nice.
Yeah, it'd be funny.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah. You could just
We
start
made
talking
an
to this
NPC,
character.
so it works.
Well, no, you know what I mean.
Just start, put on
We
a
should
wig
make
and
a
an
character
outfit
that's a girl and try to be a girl.
gay.
My next character that isn't in Tomb of Annihilation is a girl.
Hey, he's done it. He's done it.
Is it your wizard?
Okay, Ron.
It is.
All right. Okay, Ron. You're arrested.
My urchin wizard.
Hmm?
That sounds
Okay.
good.
So what are we doing now?
So,
We are walking.
Oh, did I unpause the voice meter? Yes, I did.
Did you? Okay.
So, with Slayer suddenly coming along for the ride,
Yes.
Slayer cats into the fight. I don't know.
Cats into the fray.
Amazing.
Looks like the cat's out
That's
of
the
the bag
session.
and into. Hey, did you get my?
Hat joke.
I'm gonna think of a smash intro for Kit Slayer all night.
Okay.
You guys
So long
proceed
as you
through the
found
woods,
something to busy yourself.
and the farther you get, the darker the wood becomes.
Okay, I'm getting. Oh wait, I don't care. I have dark vision.
The closer
But I can't-
together the trees, the thinner the rays of sunlight, as the vast field is pretty overgrown. And by the time you're coming up to a structure,
A structure.
it is quite shaded. But you come upon this, not a building, but like a something built. It looks to be a sort of crooked, partially broken pillar or some kind, or like an obelisk or something. Some sort of large stone thing, just broken here in the woods, and there are sort of stones lying around that you imagine were part of something surrounding it. It looks like some sort of old ruin thing. It's not really clear what it is or what its function was.
There is like no markings on it or anything.
No, at least not upon casual observation.
But it looked like it was some sort of building at some
It looks
point.
like it looks like it was something, some sort of place that presumably meant something to somebody. And as you guys start getting closer, Harvin says, "Well, I think this is the place if you guys want to take up a position quietly if you don't want to be seen. You know, then now would be the time."
Alright, what?
Deeps
What's up,
turns
guys?
and
I
fires
rolled
his
stealth.
crossbow into Whistler's throat.
Why me?
Nick, I
started
rolled
it. It should've
stealth.
been
I got 27.
Big stealth.
Okay, but we can't roll that. We'll need help to get something that high.
I got
Liar.
25.
What? Okay. We're not doing the thing.
No.
We don't need it. We're Bitches slapping nuts together silently.
Okay, so how many of us will roll under 20? I can silent image those ones.
Don't even worry about it. Let's just.
I
We
rolled an
should-
18.
I mean, we probably should pass that as trace, though.
I
I think
mean,
we should pass without a trace, yes.
okay, that's what I was implying though.
Alright.
Yeah.
I got
She was
it.
right.
So,
You got this one? Alright, buddy.
Let's do it. Hocus pocus. No one can see
Type
us.
type your stealths in the roll 20.
I'm glad that we're doing the thing.
Quiet
Yes.
as cats.
Quiet as cat. Hey, wait a minute.
Cats.
Cats.
Cats was a musical. They were like loud and stuff.
I had it on VHS, or my sister did, but you know,
Who
I
knows?
watched it.
The only thing I know about cats really is that monologue from Team America World Police.
I don't know anything about it.
Where the guy says he was raped by Mr. Mistopheles.
don't get it.
That's all I know about cats. So.
There you go. Whistler. Okay, he got it. That's all of us.
Oh shit. Okay.
27, 37, 28, 34,
Yeah,
25.
so you guys are pretty fucking stealthy. So you slink off into the underbrush to observe how close are you getting?
Within earshot, maybe? What do you guys
Okay,
think?
so that's
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
Pretty fucking stealthiest here.
We'll put that at about, I don't know, 150, say 150 feet, probably able to like
I feel safe.
get a decent beat on the conversation without being like breathing down their necks. And it's pretty, again, it's pretty overgrown here. This picture down here is a pretty accurate representation of the general terrain of the Vastwield. So
God.
yeah, it is
That's
a
a
mess.
mess.
It's a mess. The Vastwield is a mess. I picked these pictures specifically. Not like the Black Timber, which was nice and flat with big trees and a lot of space around them. No, Vastwield is
Difficult to run through.
yes. Would be poor for.
Don't bring your horse.
Do not bring your horse off of the trails in the Vastwield. It will break all of its legs and die.
And then you'll break yours.
And then you'll break your legs and die.
And then you'll break your legs.
And die.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you break your leg, you die.
Instantly. That's where the brain is.
Yeah. You got a heart in each knee.
You got a heart in each knee, you got a brain in your groin.
Who doesn't?
And up in the top, your balls. That's where your pee is stored, in your skull.
True.
Right in your nuts.
Oh shit.
Now you know.
I'm sorry, I started thinking about... I started thinking about... Well, where do girls store their pee? And like, oh, and their breasts. Well, then where do they store the milk? Their balls.
Yeah.
Yeah,
obviously.
internal. They got internal sacs.
That was a Jew original.
Where do
They
guys,
gotta store the milk.
where do guys have their coom then?
Wait, what's
That's
that?
okay. Let's not listen.
Oh.
That's a trade secret. We can't talk about that.
In the toes.
Okay.
I was about to say in the toes.
You gotta be in.
Me and Kenneth, we know.
Oh yeah.
You
We
knows
aren't gonna keep it a secret.
You knows about the toe. Okay, we gotta fucking do this.
Why'd we do this?
I'm really doing a bad job tonight. I'm sorry.
I'll have to get up my
I've just
gavel.
came off of a near-death experience involving a bee.
That's why you gotta be happy about it.
Shut the fuck up.
Alright.
Be yourself.
Quick.
Is Ronick awake or just stewing in it?
I'm awake.
I wanted to know if you were asleep or just stewing in indignation.
I'm stewing in tea.
Ooh. That's brewing, not stewing.
I'm burning.
Oh no.
Oh, someone put him the fuck out.
Tackle him! Kill him!
Oh yeah, I'll put him out, alright? Out of his misery.
Fucking
Out of my
about time.
misery. Okay, let's do this.
As you guys establish your surveillance position, ooh, that was like the stock phrase for my job. I'm gonna kill myself.
Oh, that is literally a surveillance position. You're right.
as it was coming out of me, it felt like I was like, oh no, stop.
Yeah, it's just like adjunct faculty position.
He's coming on along, and in a year he'll just be his job and nothing else.
The trio of Ebrian officials, the Ebrian 3, walk out towards the little pillar and stand there. You can see them kind of muttering to each other. And Harvin sort of shrugs.
Cracks open a beer.
Ice cold air.
And Deep sort of tilts his head and like tries to like peer into the underbrush to see if like Grandma's hiding under a bush or something. But
Smart man.
and then there's this sort of like
Warned you about the flies.
buzzing noise.
Oh, fuck,
Here she comes.
it's that bee again.
That fucking bee.
Whistler swats the air around.
It shoots Honey Nut Cheerios into everybody's mouth and I die.
Nut. You said nut.
What a stupid thing. And you see from the far side of this pillar, from the underbrush, rise a large cloud of these sizable mosquito-like insects, just sort of.
Are these flesh insects or carapace insects?
They're carapace insects.
Alright.
Nah, you're not close enough to really see what they might actually be. But, anyways, they sort of
Doesn't matter.
circle around and move in a undulating cloud towards this pillar. At which point they sort of condense, and then emerging from this just mass of mosquitoes, which just sort of break off. Grandmother
Like actually her?
appears to be.
Oh, wow. Not her bug swarm avatar.
All 10 feet of her.
She was 10 feet tall.
I feel like you guys forgot how big and scary she was.
She's a big one.
I
think she was sitting down when we saw her.
She's about 10 feet tall, big and hunched. And do you guys remember what she looked like, or should I post the
Yes,
picture?
I remember she was very
Do
scary.
it.
You should post it.
She's
Yeah.
green.
I remember because Johnny tried to be like,
I don't like her.
Oh no.
That's what she looks like.
Oh yeah, she's blue.
she's really raising those eyebrows. Woohoo.
Come on in, it's me.
And she's just sort of, and she's 10 feet tall, and when I say 10 feet tall, I mean like that's the hunch. Like that's like what she is hunched.
Oh, like, yeah.
Hunched like
Can
all
she stand
haggishly.
up straight?
You've
Or
never
is she a
seen her do.
hunchback?
You've never seen her do. She doesn't appear to be like a hunchback, but she is hunched, and she's.
Or like slouchy, kind of.
It's hard to tell. She's in these huge, long, sort of sinister, tattered robes. And you can see the body underneath is definitely bulky.
Oh.
She's not thin. So she's got some bulk on her, so hard to
Alright,
say.
we're checking out her bod now.
Yeah, you're like, god damn.
We're looking her up and down.
I forgot she's fucking linebacker, this one. Anyways, and she sort of peers at the three of them, who both all sort of like look like, oh boy.
Blink a few times.
Yeah. And she says, "So Zakina's been taken care of, is that it?"
Yes.
No, you're. Shut up!
What the
Ronick, you're actually not there.
Okay.
Ronick, we're hidden!
Oh.
Remember?
Oh, that's what this stuff was for. Sorry, I thought that was still for like travel.
Ronick, you fungi.
Without
You
a
are a
trace.
very special person.
You guys had like argued to be hiding. Like,
Sorry, we were all just, I don't know, we all reacted to her being tall. I thought we saw this like up in our face.
you
Sorry.
do see her.
Yeah,
I mean,
no,
up in our
she
face.
is-
Oh.
Well, we're 150 feet away, Ronick.
Okay, alright.
And we are stealthed and we are trying to not be. And we are not responding to it.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes, says Loosefig, breaking the stealth. She just sort of turns her head and looks at all of you crouched in the bushes 150 feet away.
The
Well, look
expression's
who it
frozen
is.
on our faces.
Yeah,
Well,
She cannot see me.
Loosefig is standing and smiling.
Yes.
Loosevik turned his flame on again.
My flames are off.
The bushes
Yeah,
around
he
you
is
are
stealth.
quietly
He is-
burning.
He is stealth. He is stealth. We are all
They're
stealth. That didn't happen.
crackling.
Yeah. Is
That's all
something
planned
going
out.
on over there?
There's a little bit of smoke rising up too.
Lady Valise takes a step forward and says, "The job, as you asked it, has been taken care of, and I believe we had a deal in place." "I don't remember making a deal with you. Where's the one I made the deal with? I remember you." And she points to Harvin. "And I remember you." She points to Deeps. "But I don't see the elf. Tall fellow, I'm sure you remember him."
Cool.
Wait, did he go himself?
King Irok is busy
Wow, he went himself.
at the moment. Oh, he's too busy for grandmother, is he? Can't visit an old woman in the woods, even when we had such a fruitful discussion last time we met. The terms of the deal were not for you to meet King Irok again. It was for interested parties to depose of your the threat in your swamp. You certainly know your way around a few words. I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to this one. She points to Deeps, and Deeps is like, huh? And she leans forward, like just real close, and says, "Did you do it? Did you go out and take care of Zakina yourself? You've got a crossbow there. I bet you could fire that thing like nobody's business."
What?
Guys, we could have used a crossbow. Why didn't we?
And he says, not personally. No, I didn't kill it personally. I was doing some other stuff. Oh, too busy for grandmother. What about you over here, old fellow?
Oh, shit. Grandmother's calling him old.
My name is Lordkeeper Harvin, and I'm only in my early 60s, thank you.
Oh, man. He's like, man, I feel like shit about myself now.
I'm sorry.
Well.
Just like, shit.
Old relative to human years, we've probably got... Well, I could tell you how much time you had left if you wanted to learn.
But it,
You know, I'm okay, thanks. I'd rather meet my end when it comes. Did you kill Zakina? Was it you? Did you hit him in the head with one of your books?
Gina's a god.
I mean her.
Wait, was it him? Did he kill Zakina?
Listen, grandmother is cooler than Nick, so she says the things right instead of wrong. Just
Oh, okay,
pretend I
fine.
said it right if I fuck up.
I don't know. I thought that this was like.
No,
I thought that was on purpose. Like, oh shit.
the one time I did do something on purpose as a character, I remember everyone said, wow, why did that character say that word so weird? And I was like, well, okay. I guess that's flying by everybody.
What? Victor being called Vinder?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Everybody was like, why'd she fuck up his name? I was like, okay. I was like, okay.
No, we all took note.
Did you kill her?
No, that's not really what I do. I'm a lore keeper, not a killer for hire.
Well, then maybe it was this one. She just sort of prods Lady Elise in the chest with her long nail, just like ting ting on the armor.
Oh, good.
And just sort of drags it down the front. It's like.
Okay, that's rude.
You've got some fine armor. And you've got a sword on your side. Well, you've got a hilt on your side. Did you do it? It doesn't really matter. It's been taken care of. That's what you wanted, wasn't it? Oh, I'm just trying to indulge my curiosity. I have my suspicions. Well, I'm just playing with you. I already know who took care of the problem. Took care of being the operative term, not killed. But that's all right. For now. As long as she stays out of my hair, I don't have any reason to renege on the deal. Should she come back, however, well, Grandmother has a way of making sure debts are paid. So are we gonna get the antidote, or, young people always hurrying. Hold on. And she reaches into the folds of her great cloak and pulls out a tiny, tiny little vial, which looks even more comically tiny in her huge hands. And just sort of holds it up to her eye and says, "This is an antidote for the Year of Torment. I managed to get my hands on it quite some time ago, and I've been holding on to it." And then she pops the cap and drinks it. Tosses it over her shoulder. But we don't need that. Take me to him. I'll bring him back right.
What did I just watch?
And everybody sort of, all three of them sort of look at each other. What are you afraid of? You did me a solid.
Oh, he knows lingo.
Grandmother's hip, she says to Lusvik. You've taken care of an irritating problem of mine. But antidote, that's just not fun enough. It's not what I did for that bumbling fat cretin who came down to me all those years ago.
What the fuck? That's gonna be me in the future.
Should we know who the bumbling fat... It's the... Oh, you do. He's not your governor, I suppose. You're all... Ibria. Well...
Ibria, you know.
Bumbling Fat Cretin's my LinkedIn title.
Yeah, no, same. Same. Looks like we're gonna have to fight for it. hate to fight you.
I know
I gotta
you
kill
just
you.
wanted a simple exchange. But I want to get a look at the people that I'm going to be assisting. It's more fun like that. And besides, I can afford to leave matters in the bog unattended at the moment. I've managed to secure my spot again. I'm feeling a bit confident. Come on. Let's pay a visit to this James Meritus.
Do we have to go there?
Do we hear this? All of this?
Oh yeah, you hear all this?
Yeah, no, we made sure that we were within earshot, Ronnie. Sorry you were.
I whispered directly into Johnny's ears.
Johnny,
I feel Ludwig's hot breath inside of my ear.
Johnny, I'm worried that grandmother is going to do something bad to Meritus.
Dude, you are way too close.
So grandmother doesn't hear us. Listen,
But that means Chef Ro can't hear you either.
She's-
it's okay, I'll whisper.
I think Lustig said that she's going to do something bad to Meritus.
What
I
is
think he said
What are you
she's
guys
going
whispering about?
to tickle him.
I can't hear you guys. You guys aren't inside of my ear. The real is
John, I don't really know.
Hey guys, Johnny, do you think we should stop her?
Did you notice how long her nose is?
It's very long.
She's a hag.
Johnny, you have 2 ears. Use both of
I
them.
think you're being a little
Okay,
bit paranoid.
using
I don't want to
both
be
of
rude,
my
but she's
ears.
kind of ugly. Alright, listen to
Actually,
Oh,
wait,
Johnny.
I don't know about any of this. This is entirely suspicious to me.
Looks a lot like Ronnie James Dio.
Hold on.
I've
Hold
got
on.
absolutely no idea what's happening.
This woman looks nothing like Ronnie James Dio.
Hansy says he doesn't have an opinion on this.
What are you
Oh,
talking
okay.
about?
That's good to
They
know. Thank you.
Hansy, what do you think?
He already said he doesn't have an
What?
opinion.
I don't.
Hansy says, I don't really know what's going on. Can we, like, break somebody's nuts off or something?
No.
I don't think she has nuts.
Deborah,
Are you
do
sure?
smell
Because,
anything
I
by you,
mean-
Stephen?
Wait a minute. Can I
That's for
roll
later.
like nature or arcana to see if hags have nuts?
Nope.
Deborah,
Well, let's not
Deborah,
do
do you
this.
smell anything?
Nope.
Anyway, shall we do something about this?
Well, what do you mean? What do you mean? What are you meaning?
No,
Maybe let's just follow her.
I mean, have we warned them that she would play shenanigans?
I think they
Um,
know about that.
I mean, okay. In short, no, we haven't.
I am sure they are. very-
Johnny, quickly message of them.
I think they know that hags aren't really trustworthy.
I think that they might know that. Yes.
Well, I don't know. Message them to remind them.
We can kick her ass if she does anything funny.
Let's follow for now.
Sure. Message them
Let's
too.
follow for now, and we'll be right behind them. Probably.
I hope so.
I hope so. Okay.
Right.
Have they started walking or something?
Lady Valise, while you guys were whispering, appears to have made the executive decision to allow this because there's not really much they can do.
Yeah, that or walk away.
And she just sort of is like walking along behind them,
Okay.
just keeping an eye. You can see her like eyes, or like, well, you can see her turning her head from each of them, just sort of still smiling to herself, just looking at them like,
All right. We'll follow 150 feet behind her, I guess, you guys?
As she's walking, you can see her just sort of like leaning over Valise and saying, "It wasn't a real antidote, by the way. I like to do some prop comedy from time to time."
Comedy.
Call me Carrot Grandmother from time, my dear.
Once,
Are you trying to
Once.
do Carrot Tom?
once there were a bunch of imbeciles that botched a job for me, so I glamored a skull to look like the skull of their donkey. It was hysterical.
One time I clamped a watermelon to look like their friend, and I smashed it with a mallet.
Oh, it was very Gallagher.
Oh, look at your halfling friend. Oh, not anymore.
Is that the sound?
That's the sound it makes when you kill a watermelon.
Grandmother says, "You can come out now, by the way."
Slayer
Johnny,
walks out.
Johnny waits for the flies to come back
Slayer
out.
just walks out.
Oh,
I don't know
believe
you.
we've met. I say, doing.
I know what
rising,
I've been having.
rising as if I was on an elevator, but like really slowly.
Like Slayer's like, well, the cards are on the table. Fuck it.
I walk up the stairs.
You're like, I know. Slayer knows personally.
Wizard, come back
Hello,
upstairs.
Grandmother.
We're leaving.
I walk
My name
back
is
up.
Jeffro.
Why does the... What do they all have blindside at 30? The fuck it. Alright, let's go.
No, she has a
I
ton of
whisper to
she has a
Wizlord.
ton of flies.
Weapon of warning.
What?
Weapon of warning.
What?
Weapon of warning.
Oh my
What?
god.
What?
Okay,
Weapon
let's keep walking, you guys. Let's keep walking. I'm walking here.
I write a
Hey.
mental note to
Hey,
kill
I'm
all
walking
flies.
here.
As she's walking,
Hey.
she looks over her shoulder and she says, "Well, Johnny and John, you
Yeah,
find."
Hey, who said I came out?
yeah.
I
She
came
fucking knows you're there.
I came
She
out.
doesn't.
She
No, that's not what I meant.
She doesn't just have those flies for a cool effect.
Oh.
You can see even now as she's walking, there's some just buzzing around, like in the general vicinity. Like they just
She smells.
every time that you've seen, well, they're not really flies. They're more like large mosquito type things.
I hate that.
Are any of you good at nature?
Yes.
No!
Whistler's good at everything.
I don't think.
Hey now, buddy.
I don't think Jeffro would have seen these particular creatures before.
Oh yeah, Jeff Rose here.
I don't think-
I want to say Jeffro's nature roll like goes against his intelligence score.
Well,
It has
yeah.
to.
I mean, but
It does, but I
it's,
rolled.
I suppose
Yes, but he has
it's
wisdom.
possible that Whistler may have heard of these particular creatures.
He's taken every course.
He had a robust education.
You also learned a lot on the road. That's a mod 20.
Mod 20? Okay. Let me just make sure.
He's also
that I
really old,
make sure that I right.
but he's our friend.
Can someone please give me my wipes?
These
I
are
give him his wife.
these are large.
Thank you.
His wife.
These are large mosquito-y, dragonfly-y creatures.
Oh, dragonflies are cool though.
Known as suture flies.
Do they make your mouth sort up and make you die?
They sure can.
Oh, what? That was a very specific.
You know that their primary method of attack is to very, very quickly pierce your face and thread your own skin through the holes, which then blackens, shrinks, and draws orifices tightly closed.
Good thing I can breathe through my ass.
They tend to sew mouths, noses, eyes closed. That is their.
What about yours?
I inform the party of this in great detail, but scholarly detail.
That is terrifying.
I don't like them.
Why did you scare me?
It's knowledge.
Now I'm scared.
You would also, Johnny, now that you know what they do, you can defeat that fear.
No,
Because
I have
imagine
no
if-
idea how to defeat that.
Kill them, I guess.
I can't breathe through my belly button.
Also, Whistler, make just a make another check to see if you know one of their particular abilities that grandmother finds quite fun.
23.
Or you think that she might find fun?
No, I know that she finds fun because I.
Yeah, but Whistler wouldn't.
Yeah. I'm just guessing here. I got a 23. Oh, I got it here.
And you can probably assume how those two things line up with their abilities.
Interesting.
She did tell you to watch your fucking mouth when you first met her.
Detect.
Stop.
That's something else.
It's really good. Okay.
We're walking,
So,
but we're not talking.
Walking on sunshine.
as you guys are...
We're not talking. We're
Alright,
singing.
stop. As you guys are walking, grandmother says, just sort of over her shoulder, you know, I don't happen to see Khazar's focus in your hands, ready to be tossed in my direction.
We lost it.
Oh, you gave it to somebody else.
Who said that? Nobody said that.
Yeah.
Did anyone
I'm
say that?
inferring.
I didn't say that.
What? We couldn't do the other thing. What made you think we could do the... Oh, look, butterfly.
Pretty.
Well, how about that?
Why
Well-
I didn't cast it.
Either you fucked it up, or gave it away, or got bungled by No, I can swear, stop it.
Oh yeah, they don't like it when she swears.
If she swears, her flies attack her.
Because they're like, watch your mouth.
That's for everybody else. I have rights. I'm old. I've earned my place.
Does she have rights?
Yeah, but it's
She
just
can't
so...
have rights. She's old.
Do Hanks have rights?
No.
Definitely not.
I had to retake my driver's test.
Hi, sorry, I'm back.
Hey,
You look at him.
we haven't really done anything. So.
Oh.
Your mother said something funny.
You guys continue to move, and grandmother says, so how did you do it? Take down Zakina, I mean.
Oh,
I saw you hiding in your bubble.
That's a hut. It's not a bubble.
It's a bubble.
Dome.
No,
it's
it's
a
like-
dome.
It's a bubble.
It's a house. It's essentially a house,
It's a
and I
bubble.
build it. It's not a bubble. I don't build bubbles.
It's a long story,
It
but
is. It
basically
is a home. Sorry.
It's a
we
bubble.
killed her. He crushed her against the ceiling and we hit her until she died.
I know that she's alive.
I mean, no,
Yeah,
sorry.
that was definitely.
I was
stretch.
speaking from
That's
my
what I
fantasy
wanted to
from my
do.
fantasy realm. No, she didn't die.
Sure.
I mean, what? You think I would? Never mind. Doesn't matter.
Why would Whistler ever lie?
I mean, to her. I already know she knows.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Why don't we fought her? I mean, I wasn't there when she went down.
I mean, that's what I said. Look.
I'll
Risco.
have to pay Victor a visit.
Yeah, kill him.
Yeah, kill him.
Yeah.
Don't actually kill him. Well, maybe.
Well, I mean, like, you know.
I'll have to see if he can let me spend some quality time with my former
Hey, no.
competitor.
No. I called her first.
I don't
I already
care.
talked to Victor. I called her first.
She just sort of shrugs. I'm
Yeah,
old.
no.
I can do what I want.
I'm not old. I can do what I want.
Wait, Johnny, she's right. She gets like the senior line skip. Sorry.
Senior
They
discount.
just-
Oh, bullshit.
They
I
just-
get the dimension door line skip.
I can turn into mosquitoes.
I can turn into a bit.
You don't
I'll
need
really-
to turn into one.
I'll really hurt your feelings.
I had
Go
depression.
for it.
I mean,
got
I
thick
said.
skin.
What about skin? What?
She's got thick skin, like in 2 inches. It's insane.
Loose skin.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
she does
I mean,
literally
like, no,
also
I'm
have
just saying I could
physically
really
thick
hurt your
skin.
feelings. By the way, I didn't say I can really be somebody's bitch. I mean, I can really be a bitch.
You hear
Understandable.
Wow, I can't believe she just talked over me with her flies. Rude. Rude.
Let me give this a second. What's your AC?
Me?
Yeah.
It
Oh,
is now
it doesn't matter.
15.
That definitely hits. One of those mosquito-like things just over to your face and just you feel all these needle pricks around your mouth. And all of a sudden, you guys look over as Johnny's mouth is sewn, blackened shut.
Oh.
Keep your things under control.
I am.
And
Watch
by
your
that, I mean-
language.
I didn't. Oh, because I said bitch.
Yeah. Johnny realizing what happened.
John Bones.
Slayer's gonna check out the shit in his pockets for a little bit.
Could you cut Johnny's
Okay,
mouth open?
bye.
I'll just cut. his
That
mouth
means I'll
open,
be
yes.
right back.
Okay. No,
takes-
no, Johnny can do this himself. Johnny,
Don't worry, I got this.
Traces-
I will
Traces-
read.
I can do this.
I will read to you from the stat block. It takes 2 actions and a sharp blade to sever the loops and reopen the orifice.
Listen. I can do this.
The process
Johnny-
causes intense pain and 2 slashing damage.
Listen. I'll do this. Okay? Johnny gets down on his hands and knees, and he gets in the dirt, and is it dirt? Maybe it's dirt.
I mean, there's some dirt.
And he writes, sorry.
She's
and
not looking.
circles it.
She's not looking.
And-
She's still
and
walking.
Okay, he's not looking. He goes. he picks up a wood chip, a little tiny wood chip, and he tosses it at her.
Oh.
One of
To get her
the.
attention. It's a toss. It's not a throw.
You hear.
Just to get her attention.
I
I didn't
think
swear.
One of Johnny's nostrils
Oh, God.
is sewn
That
up.
was rude. I didn't swear that time.
Yeah, well, she
I'm
can also. I mean, they do the swearing thing on their own.
Okay, this is dumb. You guys can do what you want. I'm gonna get food.
At least he has his other nostril.
I mean, you can cut the. You can cut him.
Yeah, like, come on.
But he wants to do it himself. Let him.
I think to myself,
What a wonderful.
Gotta get another hag.
Gotta get another bag.
I gotta do it all over again.
The suture fly is such a weird. Thanks, Tome of Beasts.
the Dodge.
The Josh of Flies.
Kill all hags, 1989.
You should have killed grandmother when you had the chance.
Mistakes happen sometimes.
We'll kill her later. We get Diablo, we get grandmother.
You already knocked off Zakina off your bucket list, I guess. Although she is still alive.
You're gonna kill her.
So, you guys make it back after quite some time. Probably about not quite some time. It's probably like an hour and a half. To Rywat. Which I'm now just gonna put you back on. Now, how do I find the Rywat? Oh, it's right there. It says Rywat.
Oh. What? Rywat? I barely even know her.
Let's put grandmother in this one too, so you can keep looking at her face.
Stop.
Punch him.
I'm the new member of the party. As you're walking into town, you can see soldiers raising their weapons and like getting ready to fire. And you can see Lady Valise and Deep sort of raising their hands. And Deep says, "This is the hag. We had to bring her back. Stand down. I think
We all wanna.
none of us are really happy about this."
It's just how it is.
Grandmother, for her part, is looking around with a huge smile on her face. You see her like sort of waving at people.
I don't like it. I don't like her smile.
It's a horrific one. As she passes somebody, she sort of leans over and says, "Your wife's pregnant, she's not telling you." Just keeps going, and the guy's like, "Huh?"
Who she whispered that to?
just
Loose
like just some guy, one of the soldiers standing there who looks like the and just sort of keeps going like don't mind the flies, they're my friends. And you can see barging up through the groups of people, shoving soldiers aside, is a man in full plate,
Yes.
great sword out.
Yes.
It's that guy.
It's the man.
It's Raid.
Hell yeah.
It's our
And he says,
friend.
and he says, "What the fuck is going on here?" Jesus Christ.
Hi, Raid.
And then he turns his head slightly
Jesus.
and says, Jesus Christ. This day just gets worse and worse.
I don't know about that. I think the opposite.
And he walks right up to Grandmother's face and says, "What the fuck are you supposed to be?" And Grandmother says, "Grandmother? My grandmother is dead! Who the fuck are you, and why are you walking through my city?" She just sort of tilts her head at him.
What? She doesn't sew his mouth shut? He said 50 swear words.
I don't think she wants to do that right now, though.
She's talking to him. She'll sew his mouth shut in a sec. She just sort of pats him on the shoulder. And she says, "Your brother thought of you when he died. You were the last thing he saw." And he's like, and then the flies. And she sort of like just get his nostrils. And they and she's and you can see the soldiers pull him aside and cutting it free, cutting through. He's kill that fucking bitch. And Deep says, "Right? You want to get Meredith back, you gotta calm down." He says, "I don't want Meredith back if we gotta consort with whatever the fuck that is." And she says, "He needs to learn some manners when he's talking to his elders."
That was a good one.
Where's the prop for
Be
that?
quiet.
I understand.
Wait,
Hey,
you
no one
want
tells
props
John
for
Bones
that
to be
one?
quiet.
Such a coward yellow bag.
You can sew Johnny's mouth shut, and you can sew Raid's mouth shut, and you can kill everyone you want, but you can't tell John Bones to be quiet.
No, it's
That's
fine, Miss
true.
Lauren.
He's already so demure.
They cut Raid's mouth free again, and he's just like spitting threads of his own flesh, like, and he like spitting blood onto the ground. He looks over and he says, "I'm not done with you." And he looks at John Bones as you pass, and he says, "And we're gonna talk."
About holes?
After class?
Oh, Donnie, did you let us cut your mouth open yet?
Johnny fucking goes home.
Edgewood Arc! Hey, finally!
Breathing out of one
Oh,
nostril.
I was
very
thinking back
angry.
to an inn or something, but yeah, sure, yeah, no, he's just like home.
Yeah, he's like, fuck this. You know, fuck adventuring. This fucking
I'm going to
hag.
bed.
This hag is such a fucking bitch. Fuck this.
Haley's gonna die.
Johnny has a wonderful relationship with all of the hags that we've met in this campaign.
He shows his anger through fierce sniffing. Out of one
Through one
nostril.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like he's like kind of congested.
It's like,
That doesn't sound too good. Do you want me to? I can get you. I have tissues in my bag. Oh, okay. Well, I just asking.
Suit yourself.
I'll blow my own snout whacker.
Would somebody cut his mouth free? This is disturbing.
Fine,
Please
you
cut.
can do it. He can do it himself. We believe in him.
He's not going to do that. He's... You know what? Forget it.
And you guys... Raid falls back into the crowd looking furious. As per usual. And,
when isn't he?
As you guys are coming up to Meredith's building, the guards are at the ready. And Deep sort of waves them down and says, "Don't worry, I think, not worry, but, you know, we do have to get through. This is grandmother. You know, the thing we would..." And they're like, oh. Yeah, no, nobody thought this was gonna... We just gotta deal with this. He sort of steps through, and Lady Release steps through, and Arvin steps through, and grandmother like hunches over even further and just sort of pulls herself through the doorway like it's much too small for her, and it's sort of a disturbing image of this like huge clawed hag thing just entering this building and just sort of filling so much of the hallway. She's like,
I've seen enough Adventure Time to know what that
cramped
looks
in
like.
here.
Yes.
No.
And they proceed through. And Deep says, "Somebody go get E-Rock. Let's take it to Meredith." And one of the guards hurries off. And they take you upstairs through a series of rooms, through a series of halls, not rooms, and you come to the large master bedroom of the former mayor of Rywat, James Meredith, where you guys once had a fateful battle with a number of bandits, a turncoat constable, and that fucking bitch in her bow and arrow.
Stupid lady.
Stupid
monkey.
Stupid lizard.
Thank you, lizard.
Where she was decapitated by Fang.
Yeah, hell yeah.
One clown.
The first of many decapitations by Fang.
Yes. Yeah.
One of
you say decapitated
People tell
by
the stories
Fang,
of Fang inside this town.
and I thought to myself, huh, I don't remember there being a Ben.
Decapitated by Ben.
My next character, Ben.
This is what Meredith looks like.
No, that's what Ben looks like.
Hey, wait a minute.
That's not what Meredith looks like.
Yeah, that's Ben.
Hello? What's going on?
Why he? What? Oh, never mind. He looks less white now.
That's Meredith right now.
And that's gonna be Meredith when he wakes up.
This is Meredith right now, but soon.
Nick, I can Photoshop Grandma's hand to make it look like she's giving the middle finger.
We spent
No, because then the flies will sew her finger.
We spent like half the session of this guy's introduction was just spent doing this over and over again.
Yeah, it was.
Grand, what are you doing here?
Scribble?
Oh, I don't know. Oh my goodness, that's to fix one of the paths.
Oh, interesting.
Oh yeah.
Because I
Just
did
move that
them
over.
bad.
That's not there.
Anyways, there's Sir Galligrand.
Goodbye, Sir Galligrand.
You see Meredith, who has got a new token.
Oh.
Because his old token was like some shitty like I just wanted to find a black person, and it was really hard. So I ended up using like this weird profile shot of like somebody drew over like a slave.
Mm-hmm.
It was the only fucking painting I could find that sort of looked like the character I was trying to make.
It's fine, it's fine.
But now he's got a real token. This is him in armor. But he's not in armor.
Man, look at him.
Wow.
He doesn't look like this. He is in his room, on his bed, surrounded by, you can see some, like, there are some, what look like medical personnel nearby who honestly look like they really don't know what to do for this guy, but, you know, they're on hand.
Of course.
And he's just sort of dressed in, you know, casual, comfortable clothes. And his eyes are just staring up at the ceiling. Same as the last time you saw him. Well, the last time literally one of you saw him.
Why is Meredith crying? Wait, no, that's not Meredith. Oh,
What?
that's right,
Who's putting tears on?
He's crying.
Oh no, he's crying.
He's
Wait, it's
crying. He's felt a loss.
Stop it. Come on.
It wasn't me. Whoever did it wasn't me.
It's extra difficult to try and get it off because they're so thin.
I recommend putting the pictures on the map layer so you can drag select them.
I got rid of them. Well, all of this other shit is on the map layer, and I don't want to fuck it up.
Understand.
So.
Yeah.
Grandmother sort of creeps through the room to Meredith's side and says, "He looks awful peaceful. Are you sure you don't want to just leave him there?" And, they say, "No." Well, alright. And at this point, you see Iraq walking in, who says, "I heard something, oh, fuck." And Grandmother looks at him and waves and says, "Hello, Iraq. Long time no see. I see you were too busy to meet with Grandmother." Well, I've got a lot to do. What is she? She insisted on it. She did some sort of prop comedy and then made herself come along. Prop comedy?
Yes, like in the Great Orange Juice.
Well, I think we can talk about this later.
Yes,
we don't have to ever talk about this.
Let's get down.
Jeffro likes talking about the Great Orange Juice, though.
Now, the Year of Torment is it's quite the toxin. Those drow really wanted this to make somebody suffer. And they knew their craft well. Cannot be easily extracted, but Grandmother has her ways. She walks over and you see her sort of just drag her fingernail across his cheek.
Ew.
To get a bit of blood under the nail.
Oh.
She sort of puts her finger in her mouth and just...
Ew.
Yes, that'll do. And then spreads her hands out. These huge, like... She's a
Palm
large
fronds.
creature. These massive hands just splayed out over him. And you watch as the flies are all sort of buzzing around him. And buzzing around her. And the air just seems to darken around where she and Meredith are. And she starts mumbling to herself. And she turns her hands and makes them into a ball and opens them, and you watch as blood just pours from her hands along the length of his face, along his chest, along his legs. And you watch as some of the guards in the room start, but don't move closer, sort of held in check by a terrified-looking Deeps. And she splays her hands again, and you can see what look like these faint threads emanating from her fingers into the blood, and she just sort of starts to weave. You watch as this blood soaks into Meredith's skin as she turns her hands, whispering. The flies buzzing and circling faster and faster around her, the air getting darker and darker. And you watch as Meredith's back arches, and she says, "Oh, lively!" and reaches down and grabs his shoulders and lifts him and digs her claws into his chin. You watch as Meredith draws, Deeps draws his crossbow, and Irok holds up a hand, and she drops him, and he falls to the ground. The flies circling him, and she arches back and says, "Oh, that was a good one." Claps her hands. The blood is gone. And the light slowly fades up. And Meredith starts to cough. And as he's coughing, Grandmother turns her head towards everybody else and says, "It's a difficult process bringing someone back from something like that. I did it once with Augustus, and here we are again. Though I have to warn you," she smiles, "just as it was with Augustus, the process can change a person." And she sort of steps back and turns into flies, and they just hurtle out the room past everyone into, "Oh shit!" and like guards are like, "Ah!" and it's just
Fly swatters.
This horde of flies rushing out to a distant and Meredith coughing on the ground. You can see him staggering to his feet, shaky, his eyes distant, steadying himself on the edge of the bed. You watch as two of the guards hurry over to steady him, and Irok walks forward and says, "James, are you with us?" And Meredith looks up at him and opens his mouth and says,
"Give him some water."
And he looks confused, and he holds his throat, and he says, and Meredith looks around, and Irok says, "Get him something to drink, And they bring him water, and he drinks it down. He says, and Deep says, "Don't I think he can talk?"
Who, me? I just don't.
And Meredith is like grabbing at his throat, like, go. And they bring him a piece of paper. And he, with a shaking hand, writes down, I don't know what's wrong with my throat. And is just looking really confused and frightened. That fucking bitch. Process can change a person. Fucking blue cunt. Well, this is not what I expected. Diashlock, would you leave us for a spell?
Johnny nods vigorously and skips out of the room.
Let me just get the fuck out of there.
Eats, shoots, and leaves.
You're a panda?
Yeah.
Nice. Cute.
Alright.
They close the door after you guys leave. And maybe 20 seconds go by before you hear stomping coming down the corridor and you see Raid approaching.
I let him pass.
He says, I heard they were raising Meredith in there. Is he up?
Somebody just tell him to go see him.
Yeah, you can go in there. It's a thing.
I know I can go in there, asshole. I know where I can go.
What?
Who are you?
Sorry.
No, I don't care. Shut up. Stop.
I'm
Stop.
Jeff
No,
Rowe.
stop.
This is my pet
Stop.
spider.
I'm gonna
Rashi.
fucking cut you in half.
Johnny's gonna escort Ray
We
to
are
the
from
door.
the 8th dimension of CGen, and we're about to die out.
I'm going to kill this fucking reptile.
He's up,
Hey, dude.
but he's mute.
What?
I got rope.
A side effect, probably intentional, of the cure.
Like he can't talk?
What mute
Yes.
He looks around like, what?
Fuck's sake, that's why we wanted him back!
We can talk?
You teach him the sign language.
Yeah. Easy.
You can write.
He can fight, for fuck's sake, but I can fight.
Oh, that doesn't.
Meredith was... He was our leader, you know?
Remember
Hey.
what happened the last time?
He was the guy with the fucking... He was the guy with the fucking speeches. The guy... He was the paragon, you know?
You
He
couldn't
smiles and
run.
shrugs and keeps walking away. I'll figure it out.
Fuck!
Get the fuck out of my way. And he pushes through into the door and shuts it behind him.
Lay shrug.
Excuse me then.
There were some pretty nasty side effects that happened when it happened to Augustus that I don't remember.
Which I wanted to ask, but my mouth is sewn shut, so.
You can undo that! This is a choice you're making!
I know. I know. I
Johnny,
wasn't
stand
complaining.
still.
Just because I make a comment about something doesn't mean I'm complaining about it.
Tara, help me cut up Johnny's mouth stitches.
Johnny swats you away. Don't touch him.
And make a fire scalpel.
Johnny gets away from you.
With a fire
Johnny has chosen to be mute for the remainder of his time on Earth.
What? He doesn't want you guys to do it. He doesn't trust you guys. He wants to do it himself.
Why
And he has a
don't you trust
mirror.
me, Johnny? I thought we were friends.
I don't want you cutting my face, dude.
Sorry, I don't hear your explanation, so I have to.
Well, yeah, then you don't hear mine, so I'm just gonna keep getting away from you.
Johnny.
Lushvik, I think it's quite clear he doesn't want you to cut his mouth open.
I reach out my paw to Johnny.
Johnny squirms.
I reach out my paw to Johnny. Trust me.
I nod to Johnny as a reassurance. Yes, trust.
I
I'm gonna
put
make a
my
claw
hands over
attack on
Johnny,
Johnny's
and I'll kind of
stitches.
hold him in place. It's alright, Johnny.
No, I'm a grease pig for Loosevik.
Nope.
For Loosevik specifically.
Sorry, nope. I got good, strong grab.
I don't
I have
think
magic.
grappling him is the good solution.
The magic what? Magically greasy shoulders? I don't think so.
Yeah.
No?
As soon as you touch me, I consider that an attack, and I Misty Escape.
Fuck you.
I don't need to say anything to Misty Escape.
I use Mage Slayer and attack Johnny's stitches.
Make an attack roll.
I'm using my claws. With my sharp claws. Does a... Oh, hey, Johnny, does a 20 hit you?
I don't know. Let me check my sheet.
Oh, wait, I have advantage.
Yeah, you might need that advantage. Let me check this over here.
Does a 26 hit you?
This just barely hit.
No,
Yes.
I'm afraid.
Yes.
Unfortunately, it takes 2 actions to free the stitches, so you snip a couple of them
No.
off of his mouth.
Oh, then Johnny runs under the table.
Johnny alternates between being 18 and 5 with startling regularity. Sometimes he's walking around being Johnny Magehand, sometimes he climbs on top of somebody's front desk and falls asleep.
Hey, we got 2 cats in the party.
He almost got that bald lady. He almost got her.
Yeah, he almost captured her.
Well, he said he liked her hair and she was bald, so that was pretty rude.
No, wait. Did I say that? No, that was somebody else who said that.
That's probably true. I don't remember.
Yeah, but Johnny would have said it if he had thought of it.
It's clever because it's like she doesn't have any hair.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think she thought of it
Like,
like
I
that.
like the style.
I don't think she was like, boy, what a cool compliment that was.
Or a green.
I like you for who you
What a
are.
conversation starter. You know, that's a good conversation
She had,
point. You're a
it
good
wasn't a
conversationalist.
choice. She had female pattern baldness. You insensitive fucks.
Yeah,
Everyone has their
Female
excuses
pattern,
for
that's
being
why.
bald. What's yours?
Female
My
pattern
one-
baldness. I just told you.
Loosevik is bald and gold.
What is it with bald and gald?
Really,
I think it was gold and bald, actually.
Who?
Yeah, bald and gold. Every Galden we've seen is bald.
Every Balden that you ever seen is
Is
gold.
Oh, that's bald is gold.
Oh,
I mean-
yeah, that's good.
Dieter's kind, has no hair. Lustig just has a candle on his head.
Loosevik is, bitch,
He's also gay.
Carl had a buzz cut.
Yeah.
yeah, I had a nice crew cut.
The kid
Um,
that
one of those
Johnny
kids
left a really
was that
nice
the one that
message
murdered
for.
Bones Jones for the first time.
The Primarch has hair plugs.
The Primarch has quite a lot of hair.
Plugs.
plugs.
He does not have hair plugs. They are genuine. Is
No,
real
that's-
hair.
So he says.
It
Nick, what
as
about
the
guys that
authority on
killed
what
Bones
is
Jones?
in this world, I can assure you the Primarch's hair is
You're
very
also
real.
the authority on what he says.
Fuck you.
I have hair.
I am on the authority on both.
Okay.
Lustig said, one day Lustig said, Primarch, are those plugs? And he said, get out of here, you're enemy of the state.
Why does he sound like a...
Get
like a
out of
little
here, you're
fat Dutch
enemy of
boy?
the state. That's what the Primarch sounds like.
He had like a Wiener Schnitzel in his hand. It sounds like a fat Dutch.
You know, the
I
Primark
thought
isn't.
she was stylish. How
The-
could you do this in
the-
the
The Primark isn't some like fucking knobby-kneed dork sitting on a fucking like. I mean, he is in charge of a very warlike country.
Yeah, he's a vicious fashionista.
He's literally the
Oh,
kid.
I get it.
Okay.
Fascista.
Wait, leaked image of the Primark.
That is not what the Primark looks like.
Do the roar.
I think
Yeah,
only
no,
Lucevik
this
would
is
know what the
exactly
Primark looks like.
I know what he looks
Oh,
like.
no,
and I
Slayer
won't
would
say
know.
no.
That is a fierce
But
teeth
Lucevik will not tell you because I haven't shown him the picture of what the
gap. Is
Primark
that
looks like.
Madonna tier?
Also, I don't want to think about him. He's stupid.
Yeah, he's pretty.
Nick
Yeah,
Slayer
he's
would
both. He is both kind of
Why
dumb
would
stupid.
Slayer know what the Primark looks like?
He's
Because
been around.
Slayer's a
man.
very political cat.
No.
He's a wandering
Yeah,
mercenary.
that's right. He's got that 7th level whatever
Yeah,
thing.
but that doesn't
He's
mean
a part
you-
of the rock.
I mean,
the
they don't
road
post-
population.
They don't post pictures of his face on everything.
Does he have like an
I mean, you probably
autobiography?
would have seen a depiction somewhere along the line.
History book.
He's like 39.
Oh no.
Years old.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Level 7,
How long do tabaxis live?
Oh no.
Longer than humans.
40.
Oh, I've made a terrible mistake.
Oh
What have you
no.
done?
Oh, it turns out that is the picture of the Primark.
Oh, this can't be the picture of the Primark anymore.
To post it.
This can't be the picture.
Show me.
You
I
gotta show
won't.
us.
I won't.
You have to.
I
Can I roll
shan't.
history for Primark fame?
I've
You
just
have to.
just realized something critical that I really should have realized a long time ago, and it simply won't do.
Wait a
You
minute.
have
This
to
isn't
show
the
me.
Primark. This is just a picture of
Well,
Michael
Chef
Jordan
Boyardee.
with a mustache.
That's not gonna work. I'm gonna have to find a
I'm
new
gonna roll persuasion.
I'm gonna have to find a new. I'm gonna have to find a new picture for
Show
the
me the
Primark
To
because that's gonna.
persuade the image into my mind.
alright,
That's gonna
a
set off-
24.
I just realized
Wait,
like
why are you rolling
I
persuasion
cannot
to
show off
figure
that
out
face
my
because
will?
that will set off a couple of alarm bells.
Oh,
No, I'm rolling persuasion on Nick to show me.
Oh, you can't roll against the DM.
Yeah, I can.
No,
Out
you
of
fucking
character.
can't. Your persuasion is
So-
not high enough to make me tell you.
It's a 24.
He is a cute cat.
Yeah.
He goes like,
Damn it! I really liked that picture too until
I'm sorry to
I
say
made
this,
this.
but Nick doesn't like cats.
I don't.
yeah, but like,
Actually,
Uh,
I just met a
Claire-
cat today that seemed okay.
Yeah, nice.
My
Is it
grandmother
a
just got a
Claire?
cat. His name is
By the
Dusty.
way,
aw, cute.
is
That's a cute name for an animal.
He's a kitten.
Oh yeah.
He's big as fuck though.
Let me tell you right off the bat though, kittens are always nice.
I mean, he was like 5 months old. Is that old for? I don't fucking know anything about it.
I don't know, but like
pretty
younger
big.
cats,
I was
they,
like, that's a
they
big
don't have a
fucking kitten.
personality yet. so
That's about.
Well, no,
like,
I'm
a
sure it'll be in
month
a. Listen, I've met
old from adoption,
kittens
really.
before.
I think they need to be around like 4 months old.
I have never met a kitten that I disliked. I have never met a cat that I liked.
Well, yeah, because you know they're not your cat.
Yeah.
Well,
Whoa.
I've met a lot of dogs that I liked that aren't
well,
my dog.
You shouldn't do that.
Meet
Shouldn't
dogs?
be
Yeah, you shouldn't do that.
You're right. I'll
Now
abstain.
you fucking pedophile. Get out of here.
What? Excuse me.
What the hell?
Well,
The
there we
hell?
have it.
Those are other people's children, dude.
Fucking god.
I can't use this fucking picture either. That's.
So now that that's
That's
no longer
a
the
picture of a
Primark's,
dog.
so it's no longer the Primark's picture, we can see it.
I can't because it reveals certain things about the Primark.
Oh heck.
Well, let's shelve this for now.
Sorry, this has just really distressed me because I've had that picture sitting there.
I think you got a lot of time.
I've had that
right?
picture sitting there for like a long time, and I just now realized what is the problem with it, and it's just it feels like my world's been turned upside down. Is all.
Well, it's okay. You can still walk on your hands.
Do the Roar kid look like the Primark?
No.
No, I already said that, and I
Guys
laughed
are
at
getting
my own
sleepy.
joke.
Let's continue, please. Hi.
I'm
Ron,
sorry.
You
I'm
have no right to say that.
You're running.
That
Just
is
start
no-
talking. Start talking. Where were we even? We were like leaving the.
Yeah, you guys had
yeah.
been. You guys are in the hallway essentially.
Let's just leave the building.
Yeah, let's get out of
What do you
here.
guys think?
Let's kick this stand over.
See,
and
that's the
leave.
problem. The Primark.
You know, this is all the Primarks.
That reveal is a bit too much. Okay, I'm calming down. Okay. Alright, so we are stomping around.
We're having a romp and a stomp.
Yeah, we're romping and stomping and somersaulting, and we're gonna. You guys wanna?
Get some ice cream.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah. I mean, heck yeah. Dude, watch out for those flies.
Let's go get some stuff.
At the soup store.
No.
Why are you buying clothes at the soup store?
Wait a
Are
minute.
you buying soup at the clothes store?
Why are you buying soup at the soup store?
Fuck you.
You could have been buying clothes.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Anyway, while Johnny's under the table, he gets out his mirror and he cuts it himself.
Okay, it hurts really, really bad. You take 4 points of piercing damage.
Yeah, you said 2 per thing, yeah.
Yeah, so it's 4. Or,
It takes
or
12
slashing. Yeah,
seconds.
probably slashing. It takes 12 seconds slashing damage, and he manages to free his nostril and his mouth.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, I wanted to keep the nostril one. It like looks like a piercing.
No,
It
it doesn't.
he probably- It doesn't.
It looks like a stylish.
It looks like you've lost
does
half
not.
of your nose
that
to
girls
frostbite.
are always getting for some strange reason.
It blackens your
those.
skin, so it makes it look
You
like
wanna
your
get
nose
one?
is half frostbite.
No, I don't want to get one.
You want to get a nose
Oh,
ring?
why do you-
No,
he said he likes
I've.
them, so I thought that he
You want
wanted
to
to
get
get
a
one.
nose ring? What's wrong with you, dude?
HK, you're
I'm
gonna
not
get
talking about
a. You're gonna get a septum piercing.
Wow.
Yeah, so I was. Oh no, I was thinking of the side
Controversial.
nostril one. I think the septum ones. I think that they're hardcore, and girls who get it are like girls and boys who get it have a really high. I'm just gonna mute run it for a second.
Yeah.
And I just think that girls and guys who get it are really tough because that fucking hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, you're tough. I'm not gonna punch you because normally I punch people when I meet them.
I agree, Johnny.
Don't do that.
At this point, Iraq exits. You guys, I mean, you said you left the building.
Yeah.
Iraq 2 leaves the building to find you guys.
What?
Hello there.
And says, "Hello.
We were gonna leave.
Well, this is, this changes things somewhat. I'm sure we can work around it. On a side note, once we've taken back Kalor, of course, are any of you opposed to going and murdering a hag?
No! I would love
This requires
Sounds like fun.
I'm not doing
Okay, we are all speaking at once.
I think what we all said was yes, we would like to do it.
I think
Very good.
what I was
I'm
gonna
allowing.
say. Okay.
Let's table that discussion for now, but we're definitely
the one
coming
who brought
back
it
to
up.
it.
Table.
I'm killing Zakina. I don't care about Grandma.
Gore.
Well, I care a bit about grandmother now.
Okay, you're allowed to.
This is what I get for consorting with a hag.
True.
But it was either this or,
I mean, he's not in torment anymore.
I suppose.
He's back. I mean, just because he's not as useful to you guys as he was before, doesn't mean that this isn't still, like, a good thing that happened. Sorry for telling the truth.
You sure got me. Thank you for that, Johnny. I'll be sure to tell that to Meritus. I'm sure it'll make him feel a lot better about losing his voice.
Okay. Whatever.
Well, he could also
I'm a
be
kid without hands. I've lost things too.
a
but
writer.
Whatever.
I lost
be
a
a nose
country.
speech
Let's
writer.
get back to that. So,
You got me.
I don't like this one.
I don't like this one.
Why don't you like me, Johnny?
I'm sure if there was
No,
any...
what's the point of you?
I'm sure if there was any sort of circumstance in which most of the party, where the party was divided between allegiances, I'm certain that this one would be staunchly against joining the Emperor's. That wasn't in
He was
character. That wasn't in
staunchly
character.
against
That wasn't in
joining
character.
Victor.
That wasn't in character.
Johnny would rather
yeah, Johnny
fucking
wouldn't
die than join Victor.
But they kissed.
And then he ignored him.
You left the city.
When they were in person.
He ignored him
You
once.
went all hey there Delilah on him, man. You went
He
to
ignored
You're
him
saying
one
he kinda-
time.
One time.
He ignored him more than once, actually.
ignored
it was
him
before.
one time.
It was before.
You had like one interaction with him after.
It was before he left the city because you even said you're like I'm just gonna have Victor ignore Johnny from now because it's funny. It's in here. It's in here. I'll find it. You typed it. You typed it, and I'm like, you know what?
But it was funny.
I'm sure you did find it funny, but Johnny did.
And now look what happens, Nick.
Now look what happens.
When will you learn? When will you learn?
Hey, listen. Johnny's penis is not the driver of Victor's actions.
No, his penis is his heart.
Johnny's
He
heart.
just happens to have a heart in his penis.
Johnny's heart penis. His throbbing heart dick.
and both his knees, of course, as we all have.
Let's keep on this topic about Johnny's penis. So,
I don't have any more ideas with it.
Brainstorm.
We've got to move on to the
Let's
next
not.
parts of the plan. With or without Meritus's voice. We can still lead an army. Perhaps not quite as inspiringly, but he is back. 90%.
Better than ever.
No, what? Not better than ever. Objectively not better than ever.
Meredith is back.
Clap, clap, clap.
The next order of business, we need to start hitting the towns south of the border. South of the border? South of Kaelor.
Which one?
Which Kaelor?
No, which town?
Well,
Johnny,
there are a few.
Johnny?
I'm going to. We need to.
Why
hit
were you
Johnny.
going to hit me? Why? What did I do?
I was thinking first we'd want to take Wyndham, and probably Herodom after that. And then I want to say Villa.
Well, define take.
Take it back from Goldboy's forces. We need to start pushing our breach forward.
All right.
Yeah.
Gold Boy.
Wait, he's already extended past Kaelor. What?
He just
Oh,
said
yes.
Gold Boy with a serious face.
You guys knew that, Ronick.
Oh.
Oh yeah, no, he's extended to the place.
I've been describing that almost every time you guys flew over.
Is Gold Boy one word or two word?
It's one word.
Okay.
What?
But first we're going to need... Well, we're going to start the push. I want you guys to secure our allies in the city. And this is where things become a little more delicate. We already discussed the terms of our proposed alliance with one of the other factions, I'm sure you recall.
Are you talking about Zik?
I think he meant the CIC.
That is what I meant, thank you. I don't know what he said.
I'm not.
He has something in his throat.
What was the agreement you made with him?
Oh yeah, that's a good question.
Well, as cliche as it might sound, the enemy of my enemy...
Really?
What the fuck?
Did somebody just clog a faucet?
What the fuck was that?
Sorry, I was sipping my tea, but it was hot, so I was doing.
Really, Ronick?
Are you serious, Ronick?
I'm being serious. It was hot, so I was doing it slowly.
Hey, can you
Ronick,
talk
that was
real quick?
so destructive.
That was so loud, Ron.
Ronick,
I'm really sorry.
what the fuck?
I'm sorry.
Are you?
I couldn't even hear what he was saying.
Sorry. Let me move my mic away from my.
Ronick, it
Take
sounded
off-
like
take
you were
off your
hawking up
headset
that
when
the
you-
thickest and loudest spit of your
Oh.
life.
Yeah, no.
No, sorry, no, not at all.
Gross.
I wasn't doing anything at all. I was literally just sipping my tea.
That is not the noise a
Yeah.
sip makes.
I did it again.
Good job.
Great, stop doing it.
Todd, I'm sorry.
Ronick.
Blow on it.
I'll move my mic away. I'm not doing
Or
it.
Ronick.
mute yourself.
We understand, Ronick.
Move on.
Do,
Sorry, I said I'm
you.
sorry. Let's move on.
Apology accepted.
It's okay, Ron.
What was he
Hell
saying?
fucking di-
What was he saying?
We're talking about
Ahem.
the deal. With the,
Oh
with the
yeah,
cat.
the CAC.
As
cliche as it sounds.
As
Sorry, go
cliche
ahead.
as it sounds, the enemy of my enemy is, in this instance, my friend. Our goals may be opposed, but I don't think either of us will disagree that we want Gold Boy out of the city, contrary to everyone's goals, I think. And that's the major threat on the horizon. Now, I think with our forces, with Raid's men, with Meritus's men, with the ladies' forces, we have a good chance of pushing forward to the city and starting to take some ground. But if we have coordination with the CAC, the mercenaries they've acquired, and some of their talents, then we can pincer him on both sides and really put the hurt on that golden bastard.
May I speak on that, King?
If you
About that.
wish.
I don't know if you know, but the reason why I was inclined to decide to side with you and your kingdom was because you have the hearts of ein kingdom backing you up, and you have your own people who definitely share your cause. As much as I believe the CAC is strong militarily, I don't believe that they have this love that you have, and I'm very, very, very worried that something would happen. I implore you, do not let them at all into your ranks. Do not give them any information.
I was not intending to invite the CAC over for tea. I want
that
to
might be
collaborate with them militarily for a brief period, and once Goldboy is out of the way, well,
Turn on them.
instantly.
You see,
very
They're,
much
they're
agree.
good at that.
And
Iraq.
I'm certain that they would hold the identical viewpoint.
oh well, I'm certain that maybe King Urok, not to offend you, but they have gone to jump on you first already.
Well, he was.
Well,
That was in the middle of
worried.
a political meeting. The circumstances have changed.
Well, this will be worse. We'll be in a chaotic war against this Fey being.
Archfey.
Archfey being. You will be out there. I believe that now you are most vulnerable.
Well, he's got an army.
He raised.
Yes.
I'm not
He
going
raised
to be on the front
2 army.
lines. I'm the king. Why
King
would
Urok,
I do that?
I implore you. I implore you. Do everything in your power so that they don't, like, I don't know, get the jump on you.
Ludwig, I think
While it's
maybe
most opportune.
you could give your suggestions in question form.
I mean, I don't know what his like what everything is. I mean, you have your Whisperman back, so maybe he'll be able to keep in touch with the secrets.
One of the many reasons why we wanted Stahl back on our side was to keep ourselves one step ahead of anyone who might try to fuck us.
Watch your language.
I recommend not letting
I'm
him
the
know.
king, I can do what I want.
Don't be.
Hell yeah, you can, man.
Pull a page out of Victor's
There's a
book
distant
and be
Yeah,
categorical.
no, it's just like you ain't the king. Nothing. Yeah.
Pull a page out of Victor's book and be categorically vague about your positionings.
I
do
don't
that, Victor.
intend to sit and discuss strategy at length. All I want is a collaboration and an understanding that on the field of battle, we're killing Gold Boy, not each other.
I understand, but money
Listen.
speaks louder than intent. So
I
And
think
they're mercenaries.
you
So,
just gotta let him do what he wants. He's just gonna do what he wants.
I mean, I understand that. I just.
Get your point, Lucian.
All right.
I'm
Fair
not. I'm not arguing that the CAC are trustworthy. I think that would be a ludicrous assertion.
Yeah, it's not like he's trying to sleep with him, Ludwig.
I just
don't
want to
remember.
kill Goldboy, and I think it would be better with more friends than more enemies. Well, temporary allies at least.
Yes, let's not call them friends. Rule number 1: don't let them think they're our friends.
I wasn't going to.
Rule 2: nice.
So at what point do we try to sleep with him, though? Which rule are you following with that one, Ludwig?
I don't know what you mean, Johnny.
Oh, he means when you
Johnny, you
fucked
seem
that
to
slut
remember the one
person.
time I was with them, and I don't know. I don't. How is this a counterpoint to anything I've said?
Oh, it's because you
What?
fraternize with the
No,
enemy.
I'm just bringing it up, and I'm like, oh, I wonder which rule that was.
I don't get it. What's the point of bringing it up?
Because
What's
I'm
the point of the
teasing
thought
you.
process?
Because I'm teasing you, and sometimes people like to have fun, Ronick.
You're doing this in
Johnny says,
character. I'm saying this in
invoking
character.
Ronick's name.
I'm not Ronick, I'm Ludwig.
Yeah, and Ludwig did it.
Hi, Lucy.
What are you talking about?
Did you fuck a member of the CAC?
Yes, Ludwig fucked the slug person.
Don't trust this
You know
lizard
which.
person.
They have a Galask?
They have a Galusk apparently, and Ludwig's into them.
Oh
King
no.
Rock, I wouldn't.
Yeah,
I wouldn't. I
let's
wouldn't.
all go with what
Lucy.
Jeff Rose said.
King Rock, I wouldn't.
Said it.
If Jeff Rose said it, I mean,
It's gotta be
I mean,
true.
could Johnny look you in the look me in the eye, look everyone in the eye with your honest ass eyes, and tell me it was a slug, the person you saw me with?
did I see it?
Wait, he was
Yes.
there.
You were actually.
I fucking
Yeah.
we
I was
fucking
in
danced
the
on the
dance-
floor, and like it was
I was
a
in
big.
the dance hall, and I was like,
I was-
"He's
I
gonna
was
get some
too.
information."
I made like a big deal being.
Yeah,
on the
and then
dance
she
floor.
came out on the balcony, and he like Misty stepped up there, and then they went back and fucking nailed.
They fucked.
And Johnny was like, "He's getting a lot of information, isn't he?"
And then
Nope, they were just fucking.
And then
Yeah, this is why Johnny remembers it the most.
she used and abused him.
Oh,
It was
Yeah, no,
it was
that-
it
yeah,
was
yeah.
she was very much the dominant in that situation.
She didn't even take my mental sent message.
Your
Nope.
Mentos.
phone number.
That's what Lady Rosalind do. She'd find and she'd fuck and she'd drop them off.
Damn.
And
She
now
is
I'm afraid to
little
roleplay any
penises.
sex with Nick.
He's worried that I'll use Lady Valisa's voice.
No, don't do this.
I remember, like, I was away when this was happening, and
Go back to
Ronick,
being the
like,
Lady of
DM'd
Asar.
me or something, and he's like, "Ju, get in here, I can't do this." I was like, "What do you want me to do? What is even happening? What? I got chips and salsa."
You remember what you were fucking eating that night?
No, I just knew that I went to get food. And I did, and I came back, and Nick was like, and it fades to black, and I'm like, "Oh, are we all dead?"
sadly, no.
I have only been the only time I have ever been vaguely explicit was 2 times with Fang. Other times I have been more tactful.
AKA, what about every time we kill someone?
I don't know. Yeah, no, I listened.
I
to it
meant
after
in
the fact,
terms
and it
of
was normal.
sexy times.
Yeah, no, and it was like normal. So I don't know what.
Listen, the
Ryan
real
was freaking out
problem
about.
in America is violence, not sexy time.
Yes, I know, but it's much more comfortable to describe somebody's head exploding than having to describe intercourse. Me having
Yes.
intercourse roleplayily with one of you. I'm not
Listen,
ERPing.
PP goes in, PP goes out. You can't explain that.
You can't.
I can explain it, and I can describe it.
Ludwig's penis went inside of the.
Now I could do that. Now I could do that with Matt because Matt and I we know each other very well.
We do this frequently.
Well, see, the reason that it works with Fang is because when Fang has sex, it often involves violence.
That's true.
That's
It was only when Fang split that girl in half.
Of course.
And when Feng had sex with that transgendered individual.
Yes, yes.
And no one knew.
And no one knew.
When you mentioned that sex with him often involves violence, I just thought of something like this.
Well, Iraq,
I
that's
just thought of like, oh yeah, he beats women. Like, and I'm like,
With his
fuck? Why would
PP.
you-
No,
and then
Fang
it's like,
likes-
oh yeah, no, he killed. Okay,
He
yeah.
killed somebody with his penis.
Hey, Fang only beats women when they want it.
Exactly. Then they're into that sort of thing.
I think that Fang probably likes to be on the receiving end.
Yeah, no, that's
Oh.
what I think.
Oh, he does.
For sure. For
I
sure.
feel like that he wouldn't even want to be on the not receiving end. He'd just be
Also-
like, if he wanted it, he'd be like, no, you first.
he gets
Also
enough of the delivering end.
Also, everyone remember they're not just the CAC, they're the Crimson Legion.
What does that have to do?
HK,
Shut
on
up.
January 24th, 2017, you told me that I RP Johnny like a flaming faggot. It's in here, and you guys can look for it. So.
I remember that.
Because I'm like,
oh shit!
It's true.
I was like worried about how I RP a male character because I'm like, I'm not male, and then you said that.
You've been RPing him as a flamin' fagogt.
That fucking
And I
homo.
was just like, I didn't respond for a while. I couldn't. I was like, what am I? What?
Hold on, I'll go back and I'll pin it. It's pinned in chatty chat now. Don't worry. Now you can all look at it with your eyes.
Holy fuck.
I really like going. All
Oh,
the entrances of faggot are nice. The very first use of the word faggot in this server is Tryhard saying Cthulhu Bear is a faggot.
I remember that because it was one of the very first messages in the entire thing. It was the.
It was the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16th message in the game channel.
You understand, right?
17th, actually. Nice.
I like
He
how
is a giant faggot.
I have no fear. That big gold fairy has nothing on Ilmater. That bronze faggot! I dream about Ilmater beating up Gold Boy. This series of messages. Jingle my balls, Nick. What have I done? Made us all faggots. Oh, super good. Fang Dick is rock hard.
Who said jingle my balls?
You.
Oh, okay, because I was about to say, that's something that I would
I
say.
can't, Nick. I refuse to believe that's one of the first times I've said Fang's dick's rock hard.
Oh, that must have been happened many more times.
Many a times.
Yeah, no, actually, I
Massive
remember
carnage.
that you said
Fang's
that.
dick was at least half chub 90% of the time.
Oh my god.
It was full.
I'm just gonna type in Fang's dick. Oh no, that's the only one I get.
Steam.
No, he says it out loud.
Oh, that's
probably.
true. Half of it's through Steam.
Like half through Steam, half through like voice, because it's just like.
Oh, I forgot about this. Corn Man is real, and he tried to shuck my dick.
Hey Nick, what about the Landopus?
Can we reminisce after?
Yeah,
Ryan,
I'm
shut
sorry,
up.
guys. I just found this and I found it outrageous.
I'm sorry. It's all Ju's fault.
It is actually, but like as soon as I found it, I don't know what I was looking for, but I found it and I'm like, I can't believe he said that.
Can you fucking believe this guy? Wow.
Fucking believe this guy. HK's having a tough time with this.
I'm having
As I was saying,
laugh and
I'm
a
sorry,
half.
it was very sudden.
It
So
was.
I understand that it was very
It
sudden.
came
It was
out of
sudden
nowhere.
for me too. It came out of nowhere for me too.
Okay.
King Iraq,
Yes.
just want to let you know that I won't hesitate to stop them in my own ways if I see that they're doing anything wrong.
That's great. Don't do that until Gold Boy is dead.
So what do you know about Gold Boy so far?
Well, We know that he is some sort of incredibly powerful fey creature. He has a large amount of creatures such as that working for him. Satyrs, centaurs, some looks like perhaps warlocks in his service.
Warlock? Like from here?
Yes. Servants of his who he has granted boons to.
Okay.
We know that he likes to turn people into gold.
Yep, that's true.
He has a gigantic golden bird that is flying around his gigantic golden tree, which
I thought that
appears,
was him.
and the tree appears to be alive.
So that's a separate bird. You know that that's not him.
Well, unless
Because
he
Goldboy can fly.
unless he can turn into something with a beak.
I don't know. Can he? You guys?
Who? Victor?
Goldboy. Victor?
Goldboy? Goldboy, he could probably
Goldboy
go
can fly. I know that.
He did that. He did it funny. He made himself grow feathers, and he was like, caw, caw.
He just grew
Right?
wings. I mean,
He grew Okay, so you know that it has a beak.
Were the wings attached to his arms, or were they like separate on his back?
they're on his back.
It'd be funny if they were on his arm.
No, they're on his back.
Okay, so he has a bird. Okay, so he has a bird.
A very,
Just so
very,
you know, just so
very
you know,
large
he can
bird.
fly. He can't fly, by the way.
Good to know. He hasn't
Weird.
shown himself much as far as I can tell.
It seems like he doesn't need to.
Yes. He certainly has quite a lot of forces, which is one of the problems. Based on what we understand, we believe that there may be some sort of rift in that tree of his, through which his forces are spilling out in great number.
In the giant living tree. Wait, no. All trees are living, except for the dead ones. The giant.
So that rift will have to be closed, obviously, to cut off his
To-
forces.
The Feywild. Okay. Right. Okay. That seems easy. You have any idea what?
How to close a rift?
How do
Any
you
of
close a
you?
rift?
Would
I
any
don't
of you
know.
happen
I
to
was
be?
asking.
Would any of you happen to be expert in rifts?
I never played it. No.
Well, define rifts.
Oh yeah,
Well-
he came through a rift.
Sort of arcane tears between planes, sort of thing.
Yes.
Really?
Jeffro is a master of planes.
Is that?
I am from Sigil.
I don't know. What
I
that
too
is.
have also dealt with the rifts through planes.
You see,
Oh,
I
that's
can
right.
see it anytime it is available.
What do
I
you
will
mean?
see a plane.
I just
Some
looked
people
through
don't
one
see planes. I see planes.
You
flew
flew
one
through
day.
one and it made you old.
It did.
Yeah. How do you know that? I didn't tell you that.
You did tell me that. You did.
Wow, it's like
The
you
fact
read
that you sent it to all of us means that you told it to us, you narc.
Wow, it looks like you went through the PDF of Magic 5.
Huh?
Who are you?
I just read your diary, dude.
Don't call me a dude.
Did-
Lucifer told great campfire stories for like
Yeah.
weeks.
For a week.
Yeah, you know the thing about your age is
For a
in
week.
the stuff that you uploaded, dude.
Yeah, if you didn't want us to know in character, then don't show it to us.
I was kidding.
Were you?
Yes, because Pastebin doesn't exist in this world. Well, that's why I brought
True.
up.
True.
Like, wow, it's like you read the Pastebin. Available now.
You said PDF.
It's sponsored. It's sponsored.
He's trying to save face. So.
Anyway.
Anyways.
You make it seem like I don't act up to
Bitch.
being dumb.
What were we even talking? All right. So you can see. What does that even? What does that mean?
Well, oh yeah, Jeffrey.
Wait, Jew.
Hello.
I just realized.
What?
I didn't say that you were RPing him as a flaming faggot.
Not now,
I said You were
please.
RPing him as a flaming fagot. Very different thing.
Yeah,
very,
no,
very
Nick,
different.
That needed to
Nick
be
read it
corrected.
out loud. Yeah, no, that's really.
That needed to be corrected. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, what does Jeffro say?
What is?
We're
What
talking
is
about
Jeffrey
rifts.
saying?
Yeah.
What does Jeffro say? Even Jeffro doesn't know at the moment. No
Let's look at Jeff Rowe's card.
Let's look. Let Jeffro.
Let's look at
card.
Jeff Rowe's card.
You see,
Any
my otherworldly nature grants a level of perception denied to who hail from the material plane. I can automatically see any plane or portal set in an object or location that you, normal people, would be able to perceive with your normal human or other thing vision.
So you can see them with your eyes.
Yes. That's the long and short of it, yes.
I'm sure.
Oh, Rashni can see them too.
Rashni shrugs. It's a really weird. She shrugs all 8 legs. It just sort of looks like she's jumping.
Or squatting.
Well, she's like springing up and down.
It's horrific.
It's cute.
It's not.
Nick, on the same day you said Johnny exists. That's about all that can be said for him, really.
What the fuck?
Actually, like, HK's was really just the cherry on top. You guys were not saying nice things about that.
I wasn't paying attention. Did someone just pawn someone?
A while ago.
I just saw a message from me that says accidentally creates fundamentally pathetic character.
Yeah, no, you said that. You said that too.
But then KMS backs it up by saying the patheticness is an aspect of Johnny that draws you in.
And then I say, what did I do wrong? Is it because I'm a female playing a male? No, you can RP him as a person.
Just the last fucking nail in the coffin.
And I just was silent.
Oh, fuck.
Dunk the slam down. Dunk the slam
I
down.
like down here we get to Ronick justifying himself. I would like to say Korn was intentionally bad.
God, Korn.
Oh my fucking god. Another erotic moment for the book.
Metagaming ass motherfucker.
Legs of Korn.
I'm sorry, back to. I
We're
think
getting
I'm
distracted
Jethro-
here because
I'm giving Jethro
Zhu
enough time.
keeps throwing wrenches.
Oh.
Forgot about all of this.
So, other than this Gold Boy thing, we do need to get the CAC at least temporarily on our side. Now, we could just go to them, but that might be a poor decision. I'd like to set up a neutral ground, but I'm not certain how to get into contact with them. It's me coughing.
Sending. Sending.
Don't make me do it.
Wait, do you know any of the CSC people?
I
You might not.
know a banker.
That is one of the
Okay,
people on the list?
I know a guy who like worked at the front desk.
We can't use sending. We can't use sending.
Unless I talked to Miriam Glade at some point in my storied past.
You technically
Wait,
did?
we saw her.
Oh,
You
we
saw
were
her in
we were
person.
right next to her. Yeah, the whole disguise with the king thing.
And you knew who she was when you saw her.
Yeah.
Because there was like, that's Miriam Glade. Said no one, but you knew.
Yeah.
So
that could work.
I guess
so
you
yeah, the bitchiest one, you could try defending that one.
I could send a magical message to Miriam Glade.
The bitchiest one.
Yes.
Oh wow, where'd you get that idea?
It really spread.
I mean, it's very true.
I met her once, and all I could think about was an overwhelming desire to call her a bitch to her face. And yet I restrained myself. I don't know what might have changed if I had let go. But that's for another time.
Oh, you can read all about it in SOS episode 2.
I don't know what this guy is talking about at any
issue.
point.
No, SOS. It's the SOS one.
Is he insane?
Yes.
No, he comes from the 8th dimension. He's a lizard man.
A lizard folk.
I'm just not
Lizard
going,
folk.
not going to broach this subject any further.
Anyway, that's very ballsy of you, Whistler.
I mean, I don't want to do it because I don't really.
Yeah, no, I kind of almost don't. I'm afraid she's gonna punch you through the sending or something.
You get cut off your
Yeah.
dick through the sending.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah, that's the thing she does.
Daily reminder that
yeah.
she literally severs penises.
Why hasn't she been executed?
Well, we gotta kill her later.
She has a lot of money and is very influential. Rich people don't go to jail, you know this.
Oh, she hasn't gone bankrupt yet. That's
Yeah.
That's
Remember
basically
that
the reason.
time that
Eat the rich.
we hit her
Eat
a
the
little.
rich.
That's crazy. Remember that time we knocked her down with grease and then the paladin started hitting her in the head with the crowbar?
It was pretty fun.
Cool.
Love
that
it, love
is
it, love it, love it, love it. And
let
then
me
Johnny found
see.
her in the hall and she was bleeding and he's like, "Are you okay?" And she's like, "Yeah, jump in this pit of fire." And so he did.
God.
Oh, I found the picture of her. I was looking for it.
Ban hallways.
She
inside
fucking. This is what she fucking hates you.
I don't like that inquisitive look.
I mean, I know.
Her
I
neck
remember
is
this
so
picture.
long because she has a stick stuck straight up through it.
Does anybody remember if she was a gnome or a halfling?
No.
All I know is
No.
that I
No.
pictured her as the old lady from Spirited Away.
I'm just gonna
was
go.
she a gnome or a halfling?
She was one or the other, and I can't remember which.
I thought she was a human.
She was not.
She was a
Anyone
halfling.
remember?
That was
Oh, okay.
before. That was before we were recording. So
I was
Yeah,
gonna
she
say,
was-
Yeah,
I think
I know.
I think she's. I think she was
I'm
normal
feeling
'cause
halfling.
because I jumped over her and you made me roll dex for it, but it would have. I wouldn't have to have if she was normal. If she was like a small size.
What?
No, you. I mean, she's still a person.
I mean, you still need
She's
to roll.
not a foot tall.
Yeah, and even with a foot tall, you'd still have to.
You know,
roll
maybe
dex.
you saying that is echoing what you might have said back then.
You would have to clear like. I mean, she's like 3.5 probably feet tall. That's still a jump.
I feel like you'd still need a.
Let's say halfling, because gnome is a little.
I'm
bit...
going. I'm feeling like it was a halfling. I'm feeling like it
Yeah.
was a halfling.
I
don't think
it
it-
would
I
have
don't
been
think she was a
more
gnome.
notable if it was a gnome.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
she was
'cause
a halfling.
I would have been like, dude, gnomes are cool.
Stupid gnome!
And also, I thought if she's a regular. I feel like if she's a regular human.
If she
might
was a
run
gnome,
more.
she would be like that most important gnome character in the campaign. Is could not possibly be less like that.
I think she would garner a lot more attention. I mean, if she was a regular.
Yeah, because
size.
gnomes are like cool.
Yeah, everyone knows that.
They're like,
I have a
gnomes are
picture of
cool, and
yep.
It's just like, why ain't you cool?
I have a picture of Yeren here too that I never used because you guys never actually got into a fight with him.
Whoa. Okay.
What does Euron look like? I never. No. Let's show. Let's show.
Probably looks like a lot like you, but he's wearing blue instead of purple.
No, he's an orc Jew.
I bet he has glasses.
He's a half orc. Remember? He doesn't look anything like Puzzleman.
Did you?
Bullshit.
He's not a half orc.
Bullshit, Ronick. I'm calling bullshit.
Calling the police.
Why
Gosh.
did
You
you think he
almost
was a
had it.
half orc?
No, wait. I'm thinking of
Almost
the. I'm thinking of the other like.
thinking of Jameson.
Jameson.
Yeah. My bad.
Who is?
Oh, I thought you were like actually like fucking around with me. You're trying to. I'm like, he definitely wasn't.
Here
People
is a
comment.
picture of Mage Yeren.
Where is it? Oh, in here.
Guys, I'm really sorry, but we're still not. We're still not.
This is real.
That's
He
him.
really is wearing.
We're still not
blue.
progressing, guys. Please. I
Th-
want to
this-
stay up.
Well, okay, so we aren't really sure how we're gonna contact the CAC, except
The picture I have for
Calling the
Yeren, he's
bitch.
not even wearing blue. So
oh, that sucks.
If
King,
so,
do you not have
He looks
anyone
really
that
pissed.
has was in negotiation with you and the CAC that can get in touch with the CAC?
Who are you talking to?
The king.
I have-
Just call him Iraq. He's not the king.
I have yet to begin negotiation with the CAC.
Oh.
We've been busy getting ready for war.
Oh, I sorry. I thought it was.
Yeah,
already
no, he was the
established.
one who brought up that he didn't know how to get in contact with them, Ronick.
Mm.
And that's when we were like, we could sending Miriam Glade, and that was really the only thing that we could do. aside from
Fuck.
going.
How
in there
close is
in
the
person.
nearest town we need to take back?
The closest would probably be Villa.
That's the name of our village, yeah.
It's
They get rid of the gay.
It has a Y in it. Because that's how I write fantasy names. I put Y's in things.
Still covering my nose doesn't do anything. Well, we can go there and see how. I want to say, let's gauge our power. I don't know. That's a bad idea, maybe, but because you're a king and you're better at assessment of military than me, the soldier.
If we really want to gauge our power, we can always kill the Uchiha clan.
The Uchiha clan might be occupying Villa, so we can get rid of them and see how strong our your military force is before you resort to with the CAC.
We've
Of
already
course, they might be necessary.
We've already taken a few small farmsteads. We have not yet taken a town.
How'd you manage
Where?
to take the farmsteads from the Go Boy? What'd you do? You just like killed the centaurs and stuff?
Well, Raid was doing a bit of work on that front, and he had some moderate success. Lost
Do
a
I
few
talk
men.
to him?
Let's see how we
Do
are.
I talk to him to ask him exactly how he did it then?
He would have more detailed information than me. He reported to me, of course, but he was the one on the ground.
Alright. Cool. Sounds good. Where's he at anyway?
I believe he is with Meritus.
Right. Cool.
So, what is your opinion on the sending idea? 25 words, by the way.
Yeah. Maybe King Irok could compose a message for Wizlor to send to Miriam Glade if you wish to go that route.
I mean, I don't see any better options other than sneaking into the elite district ourselves, or yourselves, or somebody selves, and trying to physically get into contact with them. That might well get everyone captured or killed.
Oh, not like that.
Right, so which is why we said sending.
I know. I was just
Okay.
thinking of other options, and I'm thinking that they
Okay,
don't
got
sound
it.
terribly appealing.
No, they don't.
So I think the sending is probably our safest bet.
Then, Johnny,
Why?
Johnny, you're right. We should speak to the king and compose a message.
Okay, we're speaking to him.
I'm right here.
Right.
Oh,
now,
look, there he is.
I turn around.
Hey, I found him.
I've
May I
been
turn
talking
around?
to you the whole time.
What?
Oh no, he had his back to you.
Yes, I was.
Yeah,
What?
Johnny was facing the king, and Wizlor had his back to the king, but facing Johnny.
Yeah, I was talking to Johnny.
It's just like, all right, turn around.
Wait a
There he
minute,
is.
was he part of the conversation?
Sort of, little
I was
bit.
literally the only NPC talking.
Who? Where? What?
I mean, we were mostly talking amongst ourselves,
Yeah.
right? He's like,
King Man.
he's dead.
In this
Hi.
case, it's fine.
Hi.
Anyway.
I was saying hi. So you want to compose a 25-word maximum message for Wizlor to send to Miss Miriam Glade?
Let's brainstorm.
Well, I mean, as the
I
king-
think we need to be direct. There's no sense faffing about with.
Yeah, no, you do it. Yeah. You compose it and just give it to us, and we'll do it.
Oh no! Now that means Nick has to do things.
Mhm.
Oh fuck!
Yeah, no, by all means.
Oh, yes, please, you DM, add more to your play. Hold on.
You don't want us doing it. You really don't, Nick. You don't.
Yeah, well, I don't want you guys doing anything, and yet here we are.
Listen here,
Yo, Miriam. Got
off to a good start.
still tight?
Snarf.
Snarf. Dear Miriam, snarf, snarf.
Dear Miriam, snarf, snarf. That's a good start.
My two words.
How about
that dick cutting up. G?
Wait, you want that?
Do you want to kiss
Yes.
My ass
my ass
from King Iraq.
from King Iraq? Also,
Winky face.
but
Symbols.
Also, butt.
Also, winky face.
to round it out to 25 words.
Yeah, just fill the rest with butt.
But
Now, how does this look as a message?
How many butts are in there? That's important. Oh, butt. Nice.
My ass.
damn, triple butt.
Alright, I got this one.
Greetings, Miriam
Greetings.
Glade. Speaking on behalf of King Iraq of Ibria, we would like to speak about the formation of a temporary alliance against Goldboy. Oh, that's very good.
Where's butt?
But
It's right there.
Uncle Phil.
Sorry, I couldn't fit the button.
Technically,
Okay,
her
what
title
about-
is Lady Glade.
I will change that to lady.
I'm pretty sure. I'm going to go with Lady.
You have to address her by name, though. Maybe, like, you could take out Lady Glade and then at the end put 2 butts.
I think this
Yeah, no,
sounds
this is
like
gonna be the hill that I die on, you guys. I'm gonna
Alright,
firmly stand.
okay, actually, I got it for you.
Yes.
Wow.
but I'm just going to suggest that we don't include butt in the message.
Yeah, because then it'll sound like we have, like, another clause to add after that, like, comma, but...
She won't understand,
But-
first of all. Second of all, from what I've heard, she's rather short-tempered.
Uncle
Butts
Phil,
make
you
her angry.
She's also short.
There's a halfling.
He looks down at Wizlor as he says this.
He's also short.
Did you hear me doing the Wizlor voice there? No.
Yeah,
Listen,
but, I mean, like...
If there's
it's
one constant across this campaign, is that I will always respond to your out-of-character nonsense in character.
like-
You know what? Let's just instead of butt, let's say ass. And,
Ooh,
Please, let's go with the first one.
What was the first one?
Dear Miriam,
but-
snarf, snarf. No.
Alright, I cast
He, like,
Dear Miriam,
waved his
snarf,
paper, he's like,
snarf.
Okay,
Alright,
you
so
just say
I
the
ca-
second one.
Alright, I cast something. Dear Miriam, snarf, snarf.
Alright.
How about that dick cutting off, G? Do you want to kiss my ass? From King Iraq. Also,
But.
and then I counterspell myself, and then I say,
Woo! It's like fucking, it's like catching as it's in the sending bar. You're like, oh no!
Yeah, no, it's like right after you say.
Oh, cancel,
email,
cancel,
and it's
cancel,
like,
cancel.
the message has been sent. Undo.
Oh yes, undo! Holy fuck! I just called my boss a cum guzzling butt fuck it.
I mean, I really like that Google Lab where it's like, you know, it gives you that undo button because, like,
Oh, it's very nice.
I don't know, I feel like one of these days I'm gonna need to use it.
yeah, sending.
Right.
Greetings, Lady Glade. On behalf of King Iraq of Ebria, we would like to speak about the formation of a temporary alliance against Goldaboy. And then after it's done casting, I say,
But it's just like I'm reading it as you're saying it, and I'm waiting for the butt. All right, and now we wait.
Do.
Oh shit! I need to read really good.
Sorry, I was trying to find.
I'm gonna assume that us getting the message is the last thing that's gonna happen tonight, so I'm gonna head off.
Okay, Veronica, sleep tightly.
I mean, you're leaving too, right?
And very soon. Yeah, Veronica, you are not abandoning your children. I won't let you.
I gotta compose a reply.
You do you, babe.
Veronica, you can go. It's fine. I'm going to leave shortly. Unless you want to stay and listen for the response. Is your prerogative.
I mean, I'll be doing it as like alt left.
Did you say alt left?
No.
Veronic's a member of the alt left.
Wow,
Find out
dude.
more.
The alt left is just like the right, because that's the only alternative.
Shut the fuck up.
Cardinal truth.
It's a bird. It's a cardinal. Ow! Pinch my face. Man, I wanted a hot drink.
Hot drinks really get you going.
I just make it really fast.
Oh, okay. I just had a
Veronica, go to bed.
There was a bird walking upside down.
Veronica, I'm commanding you to go to bed.
Who do you think you are? Doesn't even respond.
Bong.
And
KMSCT,
runs away from
what
me
are you
and puts
doing?
his milk in the microwave.
That's not me.
A minute 30
KMSCT, what are you doing to your microwave?
I'm not using it.
KMS.
Hey, it's somebody else.
Is it though?
Yeah.
Can't
Hey,
be
want
me.
to listen to me flick the light switch on my H?
No, be
Here. Now it's on.
amazing.
It's pretty cool, huh?
I mean,
Yeah.
You received this reply.
On behalf of the Kaelor Association of Coin, the board wishes to discuss the terms of this alliance. Joaquin's Landing, Goodfellow Shipping. Behave yourself, gentlemen.
I say that exactly in her voice to everyone else.
It was an incredible impression.
Yeah, seriously. Like she was right here.
Thank you. Yes, I'm old and I'm very stupid.
Spins point.
Here's a really poorly cropped image of what you just said.
Hell yeah. On behalf of the Kaelor Association of Coin, the board wishes to discuss the terms of this alliance. Joaquin's Landing, Goodfellow Shipping. Behave yourself, gentlemen.
What does she mean by the two companies?
I'm pretty sure that those are Goodfellow Shipping would be the building in Joaquin's Landing.
Which is a small town north of Kaelor.
I can't believe that Goodfellow Shipping is headquartered in a place named after the goddess of money.
Would you? I mean, Iraq. Can we
That's-
take?
that-
Can we,
I mean-
can we try to take Villa first, and then
Joaquin's-
on our way up?
Joaquin's Landing is, I mean, it's like far to, it's above the city. It's at the banks of the river, which is why, you know, Goodfellow Shipping is there and a lot of money comes through there, thus the name.
It's nice. It's good.
King Iraq.
Yes.
Is there any chance that we can take over? And any chance we could take over Villa?
I think your fries are done.
They are. I turn off. I take the fries off of my head helmet.
Nice.
I've been baking them. underneath my
I
helmet.
unsheathe my
against-
sword.
Against my
Unsheathe my
against-
sword.
Against my hot head. So it's like sweltering in there, thus causing the fries.
I unsheath my sword.
Or more importantly, Iraq, is it? You're gonna make such a huge adventure up. How soon do you think we could get? Do you think maybe we could take care of Villa first? Just I don't know.
We are going to be taking care of these matters simultaneously. While we are engaging in negotiations with the CAC, we are going to start beginning our march. We cannot afford to waste any more time. Deeps has told me that Zaranite scouts were spotted in the area. And that means
killed them!
I heard that as well. And I'm pleased to welcome you to the team. But
Well.
we need to start moving quickly, or we won't have enough time to get ourselves ready if the Zaranites decide to move against us.
Have Team Titans back you up.
That was our intention. They
Okay.
are currently securing a location of importance for us.
Where at?
They are securing a temple which contains items that were stolen from us quite some time ago. A number of golem building and golem controlling artifacts were stolen and hidden away in a temple to the north. They have been clearing that out and bringing them back to us.
Alright, so well, that's an abracadabbing.
This will assist in the golems and assist in the Lord Craftsman's work to bring them back to fighting condition. I also believe Alkalis's head is there, so that should be helpful. I don't exactly remember what it's a temple to, but it certainly is one.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
Rock, I hope that you dab the good ideas.
What?
Dab. Dab?
Dab.
I'm back.
I see she said, let's meet up.
Dab.
I know that some of you don't exactly have the best relationship with the CAC.
No,
Loose Vic.
Nice. Only loose.
I would try to send Lady Valise with you, but we'll need her to command forces. We're going to need Deeps. We're going to need everybody, really.
The Titanic team!
Oh, the Titanic team will be assisting us in our march north.
Don't
I can
let Michael get hurt.
I will.
First,
I'm sure he'll be fine. He's
He
got
got her
friends
last
to
time.
protect him.
Got her last time.
Michael, it's
I can afford to send you Lawkeeper Harvin if you think it would be helpful, but
Yeah.
Wait, can we let Stahl know where we're going to meet so he can have a squirrel there investigate premises?
Stahl talks to squirrels and birds.
I'm aware.
Yeah.
He's a druid, of course.
Yes, so he can use his
Jeffro's a druid. I smile at
Have
Jeffro.
if you can like find the time to use his squirrel vision on that location.
Specifically a squirrel, please.
I believe that would be helpful, and Stahl is due to report to me this evening with some of the things that he's learned. I don't think we should move on this until tomorrow. Then we'll have our forces bolstered and ready to march, and you can leave at around the same time once I've got Stahl's report.
We are all very tired right now.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I'm super tired.
Well, I've got to reassure the lieutenants in my army that we can still achieve victory, even if some fucking hag has stolen the vocal cords of our general.
Their request.
Just give her one of those things that make them sound like a robot.
What?
Yeah?
What?
It's like a ketchup
Where?
bottle, but doesn't actually.
What?
What?
I sense that several of you have an impending bedtime, so
Wizard's already asleep.
It's almost 7 p.m.
I'll speak to
I'm a
I'll
cat.
speak to you in the morning.
I gotta snooze.
Cat's
Once-
been snoozing.
Once
the
in the
whole time.
morning, you can move to discuss with the CAC, and we can move to begin taking land back from Gold Boy and beginning our march on the city itself.
Dude, Titanic team's gonna kick butt. They're gonna be like, bam, 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 bam.
They're all dead.
Why would you say that?
They may be able to kill Michael, but they can't kill him.
The only
spirit.
person who died is Kella.
Well, yeah, she died last session.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yo, remember when I
Well,
killed
after
her?
the sending?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
she
she
got
died.
murdered. I forgot.
Johnny, Kella's dead.
Oh, hey,
I'm afraid I'm dead. Sorry.
Before we go to bed, Johnny, I want to remind you that Kella is indeed a fucking cold corpse in a ditch.
Bitch is dead, Johnny! She's fucking rotting! I guess we should wrap it up here because I know you guys are starting to go to bed. So that's the very short 3.5 hour session this evening.
Good night, everybody.
I know I was
Good night,
quite
every
late.
creature.
Oh, you're so progressive.
My apology. Next time on SINDROA, they get to interact with the CAC, which I'm very excited to portray.
Oh.
And
All of them.
and war are declared. War were declared.
Dude, Lucific's gonna be a big old trump card here because he slept with one of them.
Unless,
And
of
they're gonna
course.
be like, wait.
This is
He's
the
fine.
the stage we've met. War were declared.
Unless, of course, war were declared. What's that? War were declared.
This video is too long. I can't watch it.
I just realized that I put that on the recording
Yep.
because I watched it. That's the session, folks. I'm gonna hit the stop button, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know, whatever.
Have a good
Ladies and
time.
gentlemen of the jury,
Ladies and gentlemen, grandmother's a fucking bitch, dude.
I'm glad that the king and the other king, not the other king, the blue one. Oh, see, there we go. I'm
He's
glad
a
they
king.
didn't go back to grandma.
Yeah, your girl is that girl fucking
Yeah, no, she's been
Connie.
convulsing.
She's still
Or, wait, no, she's still. Right.
under.
But wait, when they're like on the thing, they're like still, right? They're not like convulsing or anything.
No,
right?
they're still. They convulse initially, and then they sort of fall into a dormant state. It would be like the drow who made it were some sick motherfuckers, but it would be super annoying if they were seizing all the time for a year.
Well, yeah, but like, it's not a convenient sort of thing.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
SINDROA land recording.
Good night.